All right, this is a heads up. We are live.
Is the difference between a potion of healing and a potion of extra healing simply the amount it heals?
Yeah, pretty much. That's not the only difference. Potion of healing, you have to drink the entire thing in one shot. Potion of extra healing, you can actually drink in thirds. So you can either drink all of it or just a third of it.
No. Okay, thank you. Who would I seek out to identify a two-handed sword?
They could probably help you with that.
LaFizzle.
Other than that, you'll have to wait until you get to town.
And then look for a blacksmith?
No, it would have to be a magician.
You need to give me gems. I need pearls.
Pearls?
Or, yeah, any gem valued of at least 100 gold. So you can snort that dust.
I've got 4 pearls.
They're worth at least 100 gold each.
I thought you used to have to swallow the pearl.
I think that's the way it was, but I made it so that any gem valued at least of 100 gold or greater can be used. And yeah, in my games, they grind the gems down into a fine dust and then snort them. Get that head juice.
Can I drop the pearl in the party sheet?
At the start of the game, you can.
Yeah, you could do it now.
Yo, where's Morin?
He's here, but he's not here.
Damn, speak of the fucking devil. I was talking about you.
He was waiting to make that entrance, dog.
It's gonna be tough if Tyler doesn't show up. You guys are gonna be sweating a little bit without his damage.
What? I do tons of damage.
He does that physical.
And does damage.
Though. We'll see.
New critical hits. What is this?
What's that?
I was just looking at it like. What's this? ×4 thunder. 4d10.
I don't know why that was in there. I was clearing out my my macro bar.
Oh, okay. Well, let me do some damage then, because it's got me set up to do critical hit ×4. I am more than happy to take it. But
It won't work because it's incorrectly input. I have to put the damage syntax in there.
Oh yeah, it just says 4d10 thunder. It doesn't say
Yep.
damage that.
Right.
Although for the 2x it does.
I'm fixing them right now. On your character sheet, they should be fine, are they not?
No, on the 2x one says as DMG 2d10 thunder. And the 3 and the 4 don't have the damage.
Son of a bitch. You gonna do me a favor and add the damage on those? Be DMG. Oh, here, I could do it.
I think I can do it here, right? Oh, hey, look at that. Just bring it up and it types it right in.
It's amazing how that works. Yeah, it's like it knew what you were trying to do.
I did it again.
I know, it's wild. I had someone asking me for my critical hit table the other day. Like, don't really feel like sharing it.
Yeah.
I'm being greedy, I guess. No, it's not that I didn't want to share it. It's just I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm being a little spiteful right now because of my NPC generator I tried to release, and this might work as being whatever. So I do need to get back on them about that and see what the actual deal is, because there shouldn't be any reason why I can't publish it. It's literally just a bunch of tables. I don't know why I would need a fucking some sort of statement designating why I can use official D&D content. Because Sterno, he wrote basically a whole thing on players' options, from like, what is it, from skills and powers, not skills and powers, combat and tactics. He did a whole extension that incorporates a lot of those rules. He didn't have to do that, so. Anyway. Enough of my blathering. Who else we got here? We got T. Hammered's up in the house. Good. You guys are going to want him for this. Boss is not here at the moment. We have... And so we're good. Complete loss for the moment.
Oh, that's right. It's the jack-off monsters.
Gugs! Yeah, Gugs, an actual creature from the Cthulhu mythos. I've been listening to a lot of different Cthulhu stuff at work, and man, I was
well, 'tis the season, right?
Right, I was venting about this a little bit earlier today, but like I had retconned the thing with the guy that died to the tigers.
Gregor.
Yeah, Nestor. Yeah,
Nestor.
Yeah, so in the AP they call him a dreamer, which doesn't really make sense given like what you have to be able to do to be a dreamer, and then they just like throw these two assholes in there like they just figured it out. So, but then in the actual Cthulhu mythos, in the actual books that this is like pulled from, the forest where you encounter him borders the dreamlands and the real world, which would better explain why the hell he was there and why she was there hunting tigers. Because like I think somebody even asked her asked him, why would she be here hunting dream tigers? That doesn't make any sense. And I concede, yeah, that doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, you're okay, you like to hunt for trophies, but if you kill a dream tiger, you can't take it back in the physical world. Though if you go into the dreamlands via actually going there, then yes, you could. So, anyways, so yeah, the enchanted forest is kind of a conduit where you can actually physically go between, as long as you know where one of those actual portals is. If you die in the dream world physically, you die for real. Obviously.
Physical death is physical death.
Yeah, might be better than dying in your lucid dream state, though, where you just become insane the more that you die.
I don't know. Depends on what kind of insane you get.
That is true. You can get multiple.
I mean, thinking that you're a vampire? Not so bad.
That one's pretty minor, yeah. Thinking that you're a goldfish might be a little worse.
Yeah. Oh god, no, I need to be in the water!
Mm-hmm.
He didn't live long afterwards.
Time is it? Oh, we're 3 minutes past. Let's do a ready check here. Hell yeah, boys! Oh, let's go. All right, everyone has ready to. Paul,
Woo.
you know
Yes.
what? You know what I'm going to ask you, right?
I have no idea.
Oh, well then, I'll just say it. How about that sweet ass summary?
Sweet ass.
Sweet ass.
Oh, you want my sweet ass?
I
Is that
want
what
it.
you're saying?
I want it. Let's go.
All right. So we started off. We were continuing battle with these vanishing elf-like creatures that were tormenting us in the forest, and they were blinking in and out. But we were able to start to damage them, changing weapons and things we were doing. And eventually, after I think we injured or killed a couple of them, the rest of them took off and left us alone. So we were continuing on and came upon a man who was strapped to one of these giant leaves, and came to find out his name was Nestor, and he was there looking for somebody who was hunting some of these cats and tigers, and he was trying to stop her. So we released him and went with him, and we were going to look for these green cats that we needed to trade one of the bodies to the Zoogs for the tail we needed. So eventually we did go along and found a few of the cats coming out of the forest. It surprised us a little bit. Some of the members of the party tried to talk to them, trying to see if we could avoid fighting with them, but that was no luck with that. So we ended up getting in a big fight with them, and killed one, and the other two eventually took off. So we got the carcass that we needed. But in the process, Nestor got killed, and he was just down there. And so we took that carcass back to the Zoogs and traded them for the tail of the other type of cat that we needed. And the leader of them wanted to come with us as familiar, but we didn't do that. So then we awoke back to the ship, and the captain was talking to us. She was concerned because there seemed to be a ship kind of following us in the fog, so we made a note that we would be awakened if that became an issue. And the group did some more studying on what was the next thing we needed to collect. So we were going to try to find the Ghoul royalty skull. So we transport ourselves back into the Dreamlands. We're dropped into kind of a battle area, and met some gung-ho soldier ghouls who were thought we were sent by their god. And so they were getting ready for a major battle, and we were going to go in through this cave system where there's a bunch of bones, and we thought that was beneficial since we were looking for a skull. So we went in there and into the cave and came upon Bone Golem and a couple of his friends who were mesmerizing, but we did manage to fight those and kill them off. And as we were rounding the corner, ran into a number of Gugs that only some of the party have seen so far, as we were continuing on into the Bone Cave. The end.
Outstanding, as you
Land.
I love how some of the party is one person.
What?
There's not even a person right now.
Well, I can't tell what Bighorn can see.
Bighorn can't see nothing where he is.
He described it though as having a big third leg.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until Admoni gets in here, and then we'll get started. A couple little things. So I might have checked out in some of your summary there. I tried not to, but
Okay.
I was busy doing some things.
I know you're prepping usually.
Yeah, usually just finishing up a couple other things. As people are coming in, I gotta add them and whatnot. So, Locke, I don't know. Did you mention what happened to Locke last week?
No.
No.
Okay, good. So Locke died to Laughter, this giant bone golem that you guys were fighting twice during the fight, through its multiple skulled heads back in a maniacal laughter fest. The first time you all kind of were able to fight it off, but that second time, not so much, and it just straight up killed Locke in the dream world. The Locke has awoken violently in his bed where he was relaxing as the ritual was going on before he was dragged into the dream world violently by Bighorn and Lethe. That said, Locke, let's handle that a little bit while we're kind of waiting for everybody to get their bearings over here. You wake up and in a cold sweat, dreaming of these large bone snake creatures and this just mass of bones, and you still hear the laughter in your head, and it's enough to make you really reconsider your own existence as you stare at all your friends that are sitting in this circle, and they have this little ivory staircase sitting in the middle of the circle with them, and they're all kind of sitting in various positions, cross-legged. Bighorn, I imagine, is kind of sitting on his knees, towering over everybody, and you just kind of find yourself staring at that staircase. You can't seem to bring your eyes away from it at the moment, and we'll come back to that. So right now I'm going to share the map with everybody, and I'm gonna go over a little bit because not everybody was here last week, so I'm gonna kind of paint this picture again as to what this place looks like. You find yourself in this large plaza. It's an underground cave with strange stone buildings built into the walls. There's cracked bones of numerous shapes and sizes that cover the floor, piled into grisly, jagged dunes. A solid square building juts from the center of the bones in the center of the plaza, surrounded by a low circular gray wall of stone. Those of you that are still in the hallway, there's these large stone pillars that also have kind of bones decorating around the pillars themselves. The little mausoleum in the center, it's small and squat. It stands about 8 feet square. It sits on a raised dais in the middle. It looks like the dais was probably a fountain, but it's long since dried up, and now it's just heaped with bones inside of it. The image of a leering ghoul's face with a long canine snout and a haughty expression is carved into the stone door of the mausoleum. And this is... You guys will be able to see this in a second, but then you morphed into a tiger, and you see these creatures. I didn't really paint a very good picture of what they look like. So they stand about 16 feet tall, very kind of humanoid in appearance to some degree, though their heads are irregular to say the least. Though they are a head, the eyes kind of sit on the side of the head, and the head themselves lack normal things that a head should have, like a forehead and a nose, and the mouth, instead of streaking across their face horizontally, cuts right down the center of the head vertically, and it opens up, and you see this long, huge tongue, this big meaty tongue just hanging out in the center of it as it just kind of lulls, and the teeth are, it's just an impossible number of yellow jagged teeth inside of it. The arms, they come down from the shoulders, but at the elbows they split into 2 more sets of forearms coming out of, so there's just the 2 regular arms, but then at the elbows 2 more forearms come out of each side, and they kind of open up like mouths themselves with more rows of teeth as they can kind of close. But then when they open, they have claws. They have 4 sets of claws, and their legs are quite a bit shorter than would suggest that should be for their stature. They're kind of squat, almost like kangaroo legs, and they're covered in this kind of, some of them kind of a thick brown fur, some in a thick gray fur, and they kind of hunch down, and all of them in unison, they just open these big mouths, and you can all hear this scream echo throughout the cavern. Den, you're the only one again that can see them, but the rest of you hear this horrifying sound echoing throughout the halls. And I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative at this point, as we're gonna start this bloodbath. Now I need to find some appropriate music for this.
Oops, wrong one. Not attack.
That's fine.
Oh, this one.
All right. Also, in the midst of all this chaos, Lethe and Admoni just appear behind Bighorn. But you watch as what's his face? Loth? What is that Joker's name?
Loth?
It is Loth, okay.
Lothar of the Hill People?
Lothar of the Hill People, yeah. So Loth just goes down to his knees and then falls on his face and vanishes. Back in the real waking world, Locke, you see Loth, he just kind of just wakes up and he's in a cold sweat and he looks around for a moment and then he looks down at the stairs and says, "Oh, no, I need to get back in." And he looks over at you, Locke. And you're just...
I just wink at him.
Alright. Yeah. You just blink. Not really able to control what's going on at the moment. Still coming out of your death dream. But back in the dream world, we need... let's see, I'm going to move Panty down here with...
I hate that name.
Panty? Who the hell controls this? Is Den not...
Patty, I do. I'm here.
No, I know you're here, but I don't see you in the combat tracker. Oh, interesting. Oh,
I should
there
be.
you go. I'm dumb. It's because you're a tiger. Okay. I was like, why don't I see him? Alright. Well, moving up, Dend and Panty are up first. Two cool cats.
Panty is still frozen from whatever it was he was frozen from before.
Right, so the laughter terrified a few of you. Panty just was lucky enough to make the second saving throw and not die. But what does Den want to do?
What Den wants to do and what Den is going to do is going to be two separate things. Den wants to attack them, but that seems like a dumb idea when everybody else is way back there. So, can I hold my action or delay my action?
Yeah, you
because
can...
I was hoping that people would be moving sooner.
Yeah, you can delay. If you look on your action tab, you should see a button that says delay at the top there.
And then I can go at any point, right?
Nope, it's going to throw you at the end of the initiative order.
See, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, there's no, like, inserting
There's
yourself.
no ready action.
Nope. The only thing you can do is delay, which throws you at the end, and hopefully maybe someone else delays, or you can just go. Or you can pass. Wait till next round.
No, I'm
option.
going to move there. And hope the rest of my team gets there before I die.
Alright. Is that all you're doing? Are you attacking, or...?
No, I'm attacking.
Okay. Let's see it. These hulking monstrosities. Oh, that is a miss, dear sir.
It's also a miss.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be a violent fight, I think. All right, you come over here and you start just raking feebly into this creature, and its skin just feels, well, for lack of a better word, otherworldly. It feels both tough and grimy at the same time, and your claws just kind of slide right off. And then that's going to bring us to Lethe.
Alright, so what's my movement? Okay, so I move 45 before to still be able to make an attack. I'm gonna move right there right now. See if I can see anything.
Oh yeah, you see some stuff.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
come around the
then-
corner and you see these 4 Gugs.
And then I'm gonna the number 9 over there,
Yep.
and I'm gonna cast possession.
Possession?
Yep, lets me take over their body and do attacks with them.
Wow. I suppose I get a saving throw versus this?
And you failed, so I take over number 9, and
Hold on one second. See if I got any kind of magic resist or anything. Or immunity to any such silliness. Doesn't look like it. I'm not really sure where the brain of these creatures are since they don't have a forehead, but
basically what it is I keep my intelligence, wisdom, and charisma level class based BAB and like
BAB.
Tacko.
They're Thacker.
Tacko.
Yeah. Did I not
And
change the descriptor there?
You did not know, but I get to maintain the creature's strength, dexterity, and constitution, and all that hit points,
Wow.
natural abilities, and automatic abilities.
And that's number 9.
Yep. So basically, you could just control him.
Yep.
He's gonna attack these creatures.
Okay. On his turn, he will do so. You come around the corner. Man.
My body appears dead right now while I'm controlling him.
All right,
So I just lay dead.
Lethay just falls to the ground on a heap of bones,
No.
but doesn't disappear. Admoni.
So from where I'm at, I can't see any of them.
Right.
So I'm just gonna move.
I guess this while you're moving, I guess this spiritual weapon would have fizzled out of existence as well. Just take care of that real fast. Did you draw your line movement yet? I don't see anything. There we go. Let me know when you're done, and then I'll use my magic. I'm going super classy tonight, by the way. I'm drinking wine out of a water glass. Is that as far as you want to go, Edmund? Oh, there we go.
Yep,
Sorry.
I'm done.
Okay, cool. I think there's a little lag.
Is it boxed wine?
No, it's actually good wine. It's just I don't have any wine glasses. Better than a coffee cup, I guess. All right, Gug number 9. What is Gug 9 gonna do there, Lethay? Now that you have control of this creature.
I'll have him attack number 4.
I feel like there should be consequences of possessing weird shit. Like you should have to make a check of some sort to see if it drives you insane.
Maybe you can change that later.
Yeah, maybe. Alright, so actually the Gug doesn't even have to move. It can reach from there. So go ahead and... Well, I guess I gotta do it. So it's...
Yeah, because it maintains all of its
Oh my
stuff.
god. Alright, so it's gonna get all these claws. You guys are gonna get to witness what these things can do right now. Ooh, almost 20 right off the bat. There's the first attack.
And y'all were afraid that without the Bitcoin we'd fail.
I think you should do like an airplane kind of thing, where every once in a while he tries to eat through the top of his head.
Oh shit, we got our first critical hit of the night and we're rolling high, boys. Alright, so... Oh, I forgot to do this too. That real quick. Okay, so I got ×2 and there's a saving throw that needs to happen here. Do that real quick. Whew, 21 points of damage. How many? I've done 3 attacks so far. And then...
Oh, that wasted so much PSP. Oh,
Oh, is it a big one?
I forgot to use the. Yeah, it uses
25.
25. Yeah.
Holy.
It's a big one. Well, I mean, mind you, it lasts for 9 hours, so I can control this thing for the whole day, the whole rest of the campaign. Well, this area to fight.
Yeah. So you wake
Who
up.
doesn't?
All right, so it just starts.
Somebody kills your body.
Yeah, it starts slashing into this creature, and then it gets a abdomen severity 2 critical hit as it rips into the other Gug's stomach. That Gug is going to have to make a saving throw versus death, which it will probably pass. Oh my god, it does not! Woo! Okay, so it fails that, which means slashing attack against the abdomen. The victim is stunned for 1 round and major bleeding. Half move if no armor. That's a lot to take in. Major bleeding.
Gug blood.
Gug blood. Okay, and then what else? Half move. Put that on there. Luckily I have all this shit made up. And then, what was the other effect? Stunned. For 1 round. Okay. So, that's that. The creature is also going to try to bite as its final attack. Which also hits on a 3. Oh, because it's stunned. Oh, it still would have hit it anyway. Alright. That is it. It just tears into this creature. This other Gug doing ridiculous amounts of damage, but the Gug's still standing there. Blood is just pouring out of this thing. Some of its intestines are kind of hanging out of its belly a little bit. And it seems to be immobilized from that. Bighorn, what do you got going on?
Stuff in my face, that's what I got going on.
Nice.
Alright. Let's see here. Let's move up to there.
You see the Gugs.
Cool. Yeah. Because I can't move any for an attack, right?
But you have 15 feet of reach with that maul. Remember, you're a large creature and you have a large weapon.
I keep forgetting these things.
Yep.
Alright. Let's crack heads. Only 1 attack, though, since I moved, right?
That's correct.
Cool.
Oh,
fuck me.
Almost a critical hit, but instead, you just miss. You come around the corner and swing at the Gug. Yeah, just as, like, you swing, as the other Gug had ripped its stomach open, and it just, like, kind of hunched over, and your maul just swings right over its head and just slams straight into the wall here, knocking some of the rocks off. Morin.
Alright, he reaches into his belt pouch, takes out a little pinch of shaving of licorice root, tuck that between the cheek and gums, and
Smells
cast
like some
haste on
haste.
myself.
Yep, let's go.
Hasted myself.
Know that wool and licorice. I know those 2 spell components.
Alright, that's Arcane Cast 3. And then move up this way, get up behind Bighorn so I can see around the corner.
Alright, you see Gugs.
And then the full speed right up against this one.
Alright, you still get 2 attacks because you are hasted.
Okay. So, attacking this guy. Alright, so it's the Blade Singer defense one. So here we go.
You don't have level 6 spells, do you? Yet?
No.
I think that's like your final level. But yeah, what the hell did it? Improved haste? Or greater haste? I think it's improved haste is what it's called in 2nd edition. Does not incur a age penalty.
God, age penalty.
Yep.
Who cares?
That's nice if you want to haste your whole team.
Crazy low long before there's ever a chance for us getting old.
That's right.
It is a level 6 spell, but I think that's probably worth it.
So 2 misses.
All right.
Coming in too fast. Coming in hot.
Yeah, you come in hot, and the Gugs' thick hide is just a little too much. And now we got Gugs coming. All right, so this Gug. Oh right. The Gug steps up, and normally you would think like it wouldn't be able to fit here, and you just watch as its body like sucks in on itself, and it becomes thinner than it should be, making its ability to like fight in this impossibly cramped space much easier, and it just starts flailing its arms at you. Den.
What you're gonna hear from Den is
it's only gonna get 2 attacks since it moved. The 2 hands always attack. Oh, a 19 is gonna hit. Gonna take this damage, and then second claw that's also part of that arm. Gonna attack. Oh, you know what I forgot to do with the other Gug? Is this. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So also, anytime the claws hit, they also do rend damage. So you take, if you take damage from both claws, you'll take rend damage. So you're gonna take this as well. And just to be fair, because I know this guy got hit every single time, I'll do the rend damage on him for both arms. There we go. All right. Fucking Gugs. That's gonna bring us to this Gug that is stunned and bleeding. You see that more of its intestines are starting to like kind of prolapse out of its stomach. And let's see. This one is going to return the favor on you, Morin. All of its ire. 15. Starting to rip through some stone skin. Let's go. I like these Gugs.
Damn.
There's no there's really no like abilities. Just swing and miss. Alright. At least you get missed by one of the claws and a bite, but some of your stone skin gets knocked off. And with that, everybody go ahead and roll initiative. Locke, Loth is looking at you. Says, Locke, snap out of it. He staggers over to you and starts shaking you. We have to go back in. You need to wake up. And I need you to make a saving throw versus spell, Locke. Oh, look at that. Speak of the devil. You snap
I'm
out of
awake.
it. You snap out of it and you see Loth standing in front of you, just shaking you violently. We gotta go back in. You need to wake up so we can go to sleep. and with that, your eyes like come to life.
Hello, guys.
Hello, and we're gonna move into initiative here.
Do I roll initiative?
No, you guys are still.
Right.
It's just a scene between the two of you. Den, you're up.
Well, let's try this one more time.
I won't be all here for another 15 minutes, though.
That's fine.
Oh, I got a hit.
Oh, barely. So you need a 14 to hit. Spoiler alert. Three ain't gonna do it.
Man, I can't roll for shit tonight.
Yeah, man. The Gugs are not a good barometer to gauge your martial prowess.
Okay. If you looked at my rolls, I've had one roll above an 8.
Yeah. I mean, it's all
It's the only one that hit.
You need a 14 to hit. How long is Panty paralyzed? Oh, the rest of the dream. That's right. Admoni.
I think it was like 99 rounds is what you told me?
Yeah, unless you guys can somehow remove it. Edmani, were you here when I read off the description of this room?
Yeah.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, does everybody remember why they're here?
We're looking for the Royal Skull.
Royal Skull.
Okay, good. All right, Edmani, you step up into the Gugs reach. What do you do?
Did that get me close enough to take a swing on that guy?
It sure did.
Okay, I'm gonna swing it. Looks like 14.
Yep. You know what? I can go ahead and name these creatures. You know they're Gugs. No reason to try to hide that. Oh, they changed it. Now when you ID one creature, it IDs all of them. Yeah, you missed it. The lock is in the real world with Loth at the moment, and that's going to bring us to Gug 9. Well, I assume it's still just doing its assault here on this other Gug. So let's just get to the business of that. An 18 is going to hit. Oof.
Do you want to just put skip turn on Panty so it stops dinging me?
I will.
Every time locked turn comes around?
I will do that. A fumble? Oh man, we got an actual fumble. Ooh. Retreat, push back. So this Gug is like just swinging for the fences, ripping into this other Gug, and it partially disembowels it, and then it just continues to ravage it, but then somehow the other Gug like composes itself and just like looks over its shoulder question mark and roars, opening up its kind of Venus flytrap head, and the other Gug actually takes some steps back in fear of this thing. Lethay, go ahead and roll a d6 for me. Oh, I need to got like a full house here. I'm gonna need to fix that. All right, so it's gonna move back 10 feet.
The Gug's like, not cool, Fred.
Yeah, it's like, stop hitting me, you dirty bastard. And the other Gug's like, oh shit, I'm sorry. And you're gonna have to re-control that, but for the time being, at least. Oh man, here we go, Den. Are you ready for your first madness? I think
Abs-fucking-lutely.
I think it's coming. I smell some death. All right, so here we go. The first of 5 attacks. Okay, I think I need anything but to hit
roll
you.
the 4. Hit me.
Oh boy.
Critical hit.
Nah, it's a normal hit. I got one more claw.
Max.
At least it wasn't a critical, Max. Oh man, dying -9. And then
wow.
That means this is just gonna be a bite. Alright, -20.
Oh god.
Yeah, as this thing just starts ripping into Dend. Just you see viscera flying in every direction, just flesh coming out of it, just tears some muscle out, rips out his spleen, and then just as the tiger is falling, begins to morph back into Dend, and this Gug just comes down on top of him and bites him straight in half with this big Venus flytrap head, just tearing one way, and the legs are all that's left there, and then both the legs and the torso disappear. We will deal with that at the end of the initiative. But up next is Morin.
Alright, so it's the 4-swing flurry on the Gug in front of me.
Oh man, we're gonna start off with a critical miss. Nothing happens.
Damn.
I would say that Panty also vanishes from the battlefield.
Normal hit, so that's 2.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, don't forget, these are large creatures if you guys have large damage.
And number 4.
Oh,
come on, baby.
No! Is that a critical? It is.
No.
It is. Well, it is a critical threat, rather. I gotta make sure I check, because even though your threat is a 16, you still have to hit. Alright. I think that's it for you, right?
That's 4, yep.
All right.
Did some damage.
Lethay, you go on the Gugs' turn, so you can't do shit, right? You're dead, essentially.
Dispossessed.
Yes.
Okay. Then this Gug can try to murder itself some elf. Stone skin is coming off of you. Ooh, a natural 13 takes off some more stone skin. 7. Ooh, displacement.
Displaced.
Man, I need to use that displacement for like some other stuff. That's a cool thing. I wonder what triggers it. It's a percentage. I'll have to look into it. All right.
I think that's what it's. Let's see. What does it say?
Oh, your stone skin is gone, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, so this is an actual hit. This time you do not displace and you take some damage, and it's going to try to bite you. 8 is going to hit, and yeah, your magical defenses are gone as the Gug is now starting to get up in there. This Gug is still bleeding. God damn. It is able to act now. It only gets one action because of its major bleeding, so it's gonna retaliate against Bighorn. Gonna take one claw attack, which is actually 2 attacks. The first one hits for really no damage, and the second one a critical miss, maybe. Ooh, we got a fumble coming in. That's my second fumble in a row. Grappled, hell yeah! All right, so as it swings the second time, it stumbles on some of the bones, lurching forward, and the two of you find yourselves in an embrace as this thing is bleeding all over you, Bighorn. You will not be able to use your hammer in this situation. So you can make an adjustment to your initiative if you were going to use the hammer, because you now have to deal with close quarters. What do you want to do?
Can I horn attack it?
You can, yes.
Alright.
Headbutt this creature.
Yeah, I'll try and gore it.
Alright, so since you guys
with
are
its
grappled,
open wound.
yeah, I'll give you a +4 to hit since you're in close quarters.
Oh, fuck me.
Ooh, 2. Not enough. You were kind of taken back and you try to readjust, and it's just all over you. And yeah, you try to slam into it, and it's normally you'd headbutt a forehead, but it doesn't have one. As you go to headbutt where its forehead should be, its mouth actually just opens up and you get nothing but air. And now your head's kind of there, ready for the bite. Everyone go ahead and roll initiative, and while that is going on... Oh man, I gotta pull this table up again, see how fast I can do this. God damn it. Hard when you guys are rolling, it keeps closing my window. Okay. What are we looking for? We are looking for madness. Greater madness. Alright. Dend. I need you to roll a D100 for me, please.
It's gonna make me give myself my own.
Oh no, the crazy guy's gonna go crazier.
Oh.
Wait, do you even have any madness right now, Den?
He's about to get one.
I'm about to get one.
Oh, nice.
So the answer is yes.
Alright, you got disassociated identity. This is a complicated affliction that manifests as 2 or more distinct and different personalities in the same mind. The number of personalities is up to me, as is the nature of the personalities. Should the affliction worsen in some way, such as by gaining disassociated identity again, the number of additional personalities might increase as well. You might know this as multiple personality disorder. So you have another personality within you that I will come up with later. I actually like this one. So the way I handle this is in the waking world, when you fail your saving throw for the day, what's going to happen is your other identity is going to take over for that full day, and it comes with its own name and its own character class, its own abilities. It's essentially a whole new character, so we're going to have to make another character for you. We had another player that only played for like one session that actually ended up with this, and unfortunately we didn't get to go with it. So hopefully you stick around, because I really think out of the madnesses, this is one of the cooler ones. Alright, that being said, looks like everyone has rolled. So, Morin, you're up first.
Alright, keep trying to flay this gun.
Dan.
What'd you say?
I said, but I want to be Dirty Dan.
Dirty Dan? Even though it says the DM chooses, we'll sit down later and we'll come up with your other identity. I don't want to especially for something like that, it's going to be something you're going to be role playing, so I don't want to make it awkward.
So this is basically rolling a new character without rolling a new character.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, you're going to have a whole nother character, and he can, for simplicity's sake, he's going to be the same level as you, he or she, them or they, them or zer, or whatever. So it's just important that we level that character alongside you. And like I said, you could end up with 3 or 4 of these. It's kind of an interesting madness, because any one of you could end up with new characters. And again, remember, these madnesses do not work in the dream world. So whenever you're in the dream world, you will always be your main character with no afflictions. Only in the waking world will you have to deal with this madness. And part of me wanted to keep it secret from the rest of the party, but I think, you guys can roleplay that. Your characters don't know. Alright, you're done then, Morin?
I'm done, yep.
Do some cutting here. The creature is still standing. These things look quite tough. Locke, as you look over, you see Dend looks at you, but something's off. Dend wakes up and is sweating. And, you haven't known Den very long, but it looks like the expression on his face is different. There's a slight grin. You know what? Why don't we do this, Den? I don't want to get too far away from this. Is your new persona going to be male or female?
Odds, female.
All right, so you got a new female persona. Okay. And
someone's way too happy about that.
All right. So as you come out of this for the rest of the day, there's no saving throw check on the initial onset of the madness. Just like Locke is still kind of dealing with his catatonic state. He's manageable, and you are, for all intents and purposes, you are this new person. So while we're doing this,
I see first Locke.
You see Locke first, so just probably start thinking of a name and a character class. It cannot be, I do want to say this, at least for the first one, it cannot be the same class that you have currently. It needs to be different, just to give some variety here. I don't care if the subsequent ones are, if you get it again, but...
Den's going to look at Locke and go, hey, good looking.
Nice. All right, fade to black. Lethay, you're up.
I don't do anything. It's on the Gug.
Sorry, the Gug.
I mean, this other version of Den is for the streets.
Unfortunately, you possessed a creature that doesn't have a whole lot of abilities. Otherwise, I would have let you kind of be a little more involved here. All right, so this Gug is attacking. It has dropped Den, and it's like smacking its jaws, and then realizing that its sustenance is gone and has disappeared, so it immediately turns its attention on Edmani. And it's gonna... Oh man, Edmani's about to maybe incur some more madness, I think. These things don't typically miss, unfortunately. Alright, it just starts swinging on you, Idmani. Man, I am rolling low at least. And the bite, I think the bite might do you in. Survey says, ooh, a low roll.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. What's it? I don't know how much Idmani has left, but
2.
2 hit points?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Alright. So this thing just starts ripping into Idmani. After taking out one druid, it's like, fuck it, I'll take out the second druid.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I hate druids.
Gugs are no joke. If you guys are not, like, keying in on this, some of these dream world encounters are not really survivable. Panty is not around. Idmani, this thing is just torn into you, just flapping you about. What do you want to do?
Well, dang. Well, is there like a, damn, is there a, I don't have a way to heal myself anyway, so fuck it, I'm just gonna swing at him.
You can always full retreat, just so you're aware.
Yeah, does he get a free attack on me if I,
Not if you do an actual retreat, though this is difficult terrain, so your retreat would be a quarter of your movement. If it was engaged with an ally, you could just move out of the way. But alas, it has killed your ally. So
I mean, look, I'm trying to figure my movement. I have a movement is 12, so that would be what?
So your movement is 60 feet then. If you look in special move, it has it changed.
Oh, okay, okay. So a fourth of 60, so I can move
15 feet.
Yeah, I better do that.
Okay. Alright, I'll let you draw that out. And while that is going on, this Gug's still bleeding. God, he's bleeding a lot. And he only gets 1 attack from the bleeding. Gonna continue his onslaught on Bighorn here.
Were they grappled? Was that?
Oh, right, they are grappled, but he's... You know what? Since they're grappled and given the narrative of the last round, he's just going to try to bite down on your head from your headbutt. A 19 going to hit. So you're going to take some damage here. And I'm rolling dog shit as he bites down on you. Bighorn, it's your turn.
Alright, I think I rolled for a horn attack, try and get this guy off of me.
Okay. Are you trying to break the grapple, or are you still trying to go for the horn attack?
I did horn attack.
Okay, let's see that horn attack.
Is it still +4?
Yes. Yeah, he's like biting down on your... Oh my goodness.
Fuck me.
Nothing happens. You're just like... You're trying to like free up yourself to do a horn attack, but his big Venus flytrap head is like closing in around your horns, and it's like making it hard for you to get your head, and you're just kind of literally just trying to pierce through his jaw. The other Gug here, oh man, it might not be able to get in range. Let's see. So difficult terrain, their movements are what? Movement is, oh shit, they're fast. Oh, and they're not subjected to movement penalties because of their weird
he's actually gonna is Bighorn grappling the Gug, or is the Gug grappling Bighorn?
They are stuck together.
Neither
of them want to be grappled, but it happened.
I'm gonna continue attacking the Gug for...
Alright. So it's gonna have to move, which means it can either do the bite or the claws. Which would you rather do?
Bite.
Okay, you're gonna do the bite. Just so you're aware, the bite is only 1 attack, and the claws is always minimum 2, because the...
Oh, okay, I'll do the claws then.
Okay. And, fuck, I keep forgetting to rend. I didn't do that damage to Idmani. We're gonna let it slide this time. That probably would have killed him. But we'll remember it this time. Alright, so... First attack is a natural 20 on the die, and not a critical, so that's gonna be... damage here. And then the second one, if this hits, he'll also take rend damage. It does hit. And some rend damage. Alright.
Damn, he's not fucking dead yet? Damn.
No, man. You Gugs are tough. Alright, and this last Gug. Oh, Morin. If you're ready for your insanity. I think I forgot to rend you last time as well. Oh, you're not getting rended by this arm, at least. Natural 1. What is going on here? Nothing happens. Okay, thank you, Dend. Try to remember that. And the second one. Got 1 hit. If this hits, you're getting rended. Alright, so you are going to get rended by the second claw. And basically what happens on the rend, as it slashes you, those teeth I was talking about kind of in the forearm open up and you get lacerated by those as well. And then it's going to bite you. A 3. Ooh, a miss. Holy shit. Okay. Hanging in there, Morin.
Ducking and dodging and...
Duck, dodge, dive, dip, dodge, and...
Twist, parry,
dodge.
thrust, spin.
Yeah, okay.
What do you want?
Sorry, go ahead. Roll for initiative.
What do you want me to roll to just get this fucker off of me?
Just your base initiative, and then we'll have a opposed strength roll.
Oh.
The only other class Den has rolls for Shaman.
Oops.
Oh, we'll be rolling for you anyway. You don't have to like.
Okay, well, if I stuck with his rolls that he has,
yeah, you won't be. Literally, like everything changes. Think of like, did you ever see what was that movie? Glass or?
No, I've never seen it.
Okay, so essentially there's a character in that movie that has multiple personalities, and he's able to use that multiple personality to increase his strength. So that's essentially what we're going with here. Your multiple personality disorder allows your other half, even if you're not that strong, it can heighten your strength, because that's just how it works. You're so crazy, you have crazy strength. So
strength of the insane.
Yeah, you might become stronger, you might become weaker, you might become smarter, dumber, more charismatic, less charismatic. All your stats are going to change for that other.
Okay, well, it's based on the stats then, I guess.
Yeah,
I have to roll.
Yeah. So we'll you'll roll when you roll your stats. It'll just be 46 6 times. Drop the lowest, and you know what? Let's make it interesting. Assign them in order, because it is a madness. So instead of we will put a limit on it in that aspect. So you'll roll 46 and place the stats in order, and then you can pick whatever
class fits that.
Right, whatever class is available from the stats that you get. In fact, you could even think you're another race, and you can get those racial benefits as well. Just fucking go all in. I don't care. Yeah, let's just
go crazy.
Yeah, we'll get weird. Fuck it, because this is Cthulhu.
Be a Minotaur.
Yeah, this is Cthulhu level madness, not just like regular madness. So I think I can justify that. The fucking RPG. Let's go.
On my door.
Yep. Dolvin, he's dead. Alright, everyone has rolled, so Lethay, you don't get to do anything. Dend is going to be rolling some stats soon. Edmoni's up first.
And I think that's all I can do.
I didn't hear what you said you wanted to do.
Oh, I'm casting Spectral Hand.
Oh, Spectral Hand? Okay. Spectral Hand. I think that allows you to make attacks with a bonus, right? Yeah,
and touch attack kind of spells.
Yeah, so I think something we had, and correct me if I'm wrong, Lauren, because you had used this previously, we had allowed basic melee attacks with this spell, right?
Yeah, or basically any like touch spell, right? You can cast.
So
through
you
it.
can you can deliver any touch spells with this. You can also make attacks with your make one attack with your weapon with this in subsequent rounds if you wish. Pretty useful spell.
Oh, okay. So it can also like take my scimitar and attack with it.
That's correct, and it'll just be at your bonuses for simplicity's sake. So not this round, obviously, but in later rounds, something you can do. Good way to
Gotcha.
keep it.
Okay.
All right, that's going to bring us to Bighorn. You trying to break free, Bighorn?
Correct.
All right, let's do it. Opposed strength roll. Oh, mine. I got a 13. Oh, you rolled really low.
What the
fuck? You just break free.
Okay, cool.
Push the creature back. AD&D, bro. Lower rolls better in most cases. You succeeded
Except when it isn't.
And that's all I can really do. I can't swing at it or anything.
You can still move.
Okay. I'll step up here.
Alright, let me get rid of, or at least let me move Dend. No, I'm just going to take Dend off the... Oops. Alright.
I'm trying to get between myself and
Edmoni?
Yeah.
Alright.
And especially since Lethe is on the ground.
Sure thing. This Gug will abide. Gonna attack you, Bighorn, as you come up. First attack. Gonna hit. You got a pretty good armor class. Not good enough for Gugs, though. Alright, and then you're gonna take some rend damage here. You got a lot of hit points. A 2 doesn't hit. Gonna need like a 4? 4 to hit you. Alright, so no rend on the second attack, and it's gonna try to bite you. A 6 will hit. Alright. Ooh, max damage. Let's go. Alright. Morin.
Alright, he wants to try to tumble past Gug number 9 over here to this general area.
Alright, so you
in his hasted state.
You are tumbling through bones, which are difficult terrain. I'm not going to increase the difficulty too much for going through Gug 9 since it's an ally. But the difficult terrain will incur a -2 penalty. Go ahead and make your tumbling check.
Alright.
15. You succeed by 1.
Woo!
Woo!
Barely made it.
Alright, so you make
and then
this.
Since I'm hasted, can I do something else?
Yeah, you could do an attack. Or
pull out potion and drink it.
Sure thing. Alright.
Guzzle the whole potion of extra healing.
Yeah, if you make a tumbling...
Spilling most of it on my face.
If you make a tumbling check, it's as if you didn't commit any action whatsoever.
Okay.
If you fail, it ends your turn, though. Don't forget, you also get a +4 armor class bonus when you tumble. I don't know if you have a thing built for that.
I think I did, didn't
I? Locke, this dude is staring at you. This wild-haired druid, provocatively. What do you got going on over there?
I'm gonna wink at him.
Oh yeah, nice. Locke, you see, it looks like love is in the air here.
Spent a lot of time in the military, and we all know how that winds up.
I don't know if Loth is here, but move on to Gug number 4. Oh my god, I've rolled 3 4s and a 3 on these bleed damages. This thing might just bleed out. Major bleeding, no fun. Alright. Oh, it does get an attack. Hold on, actually. So it's gonna... Now that it's free... Ooh, so many options. I think it would continue to try to attack Bighorn. Just gonna take a slash here. Oh, why did it roll twice? I'm gonna take the first attack, which is a miss. Oh, it was attacking Morin? Oh, it's the wrong Gug. Okay. So, 1 miss. I hate when it does this. I can't tell. Yeah, it looks like it's targeted on my side. Oh, that's why. Okay. Alright. My first day on Fantasy Grounds. Alright, so that is a hit. For 4 points of damage, and then the second barrage of attacks here. The hit. We might get some rend damage, maybe. Yes, rend damage coming in. And then the bite. A natural 14 on the die is going to be a successful bite. 6 points of damage. Going to bring us to a new round, new initiative. Lost with us yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright, so while these guys are rolling initiative, Loth, you see Dend has woke up. Let me just paint the picture for you. So you were in the cavern with everybody, and then something happened. You don't know what, but you just woke up and you saw Locke was kind of staring off into space. You woke him up and seemed to snap him out of his stupor. And now you see that Dend has woke up as well, and Dend has this kind of sheepish smile on his face, and him and Locke are winking at each other.
No, he didn't wink at me. I winked at him.
Oh, right.
And I wasn't like wink, wink, like hey, baby. I just winked at him to acknowledge his existence.
Oh, I see.
That's not the way Dend is taking it.
Well,
and how
we're gonna cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, how's Loth taking all of this? What's going on in your head?
I realized what woke me up from the dream. I need to take a piss, so I'm gonna be like, I'll be right back, and I'll go out to the deck.
Loth just leaves the fucking... Loth just walks up the stairs. Alright, that brings us to Lethe, not doing anything really. Morin!
Alright, I'm gonna run around this, was it a platform you said?
Yeah, so there is, looks like an old fountain that a 8-foot square mausoleum is in the middle of, but it's also full of bones.
So I'm going to run around there, come up behind Gug 14, and attack him a couple times.
Okay. A 2.
Oh, go back to 20, you little...
You do get a +2 to hit, just so you're aware.
Oh, from behind, yeah. Okay, so that one hit. But the first one, I was off by more than 2, right? Yeah,
right, yeah,
by 7.
By a lot, yeah.
7. Alright, so that's, yep, move and slash him twice. Try to.
Right. These Gugs are substantially harder than the last time you fought them. I don't know if you remember fighting them. You did in our Flan campaign, though.
Mm-hmm.
You guys just ripped through them back then. Dend, what are you up to?
I think we were much higher then, right?
Yeah, you were like level 15 or some shit.
Den's going to look at Locke, slide over, legs cross-legged, look at him go, hey, big guy. And he's going to try and reach into his pocket while he's distracting him by batting his eyes at him.
No, I'm going to take my shield and I'm going to put it between the two of us.
Alright, so... Oh, shit, we don't have a character sheet for you yet. So... even with the shield, sleight of hand could happen. So I'll tell you what, let's see. I think I have the DMG here. There is a base guide for thieving skills that you use for NPCs, and we'll just use that for your sleight of hand until you become more refined. What level are you?
4.
Okay.
I think. No, 11.
And what were you gonna say there, Locke?
Would my survival skills help me?
No.
Okay.
Thieving skills.
It's survival, dog. These streets, I'm surviving.
He's trying to rape me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
So,
survive.
the way it works with thieving skills in second edition is the thief makes a roll, and if they fail, depending on how much they fail by, will alert you to what's going on.
What if I have a alertness?
I will give a penalty if you pass your alertness check. So go ahead and make your alertness check.
Do I just click the value?
Yep, double click the alertness roll and a 5. So you did succeed. So I'm going to give him a minus, let's see, we'll say a minus 10% penalty. What level are you? 11?
11.
All right, go ahead and roll a percentile. I'm not going to tell you what your chance is. Oh, the average. That's crazy. The prioritizing stats they do for thieves. I guess it makes sense. Ooh, that's a good ass roll. I'll tell you what. All right. So you're reaching into the pocket, and so you slide up, and without much hesitation, Locke, you put your shield between the two of you. Anything you want to say to this individual that's now sitting all up in your grill?
In a real gruff soldier voice, back off.
Ooh, I love it. You talk rough to me.
You probably want me to show you rough. Just leave me alone.
Do me a favor, Locke. Roll a d4. Two. Okay. All right. Dend, you slyly reach into the pocket of Locke, and slightly before Locke can get his shield in the way, you pull a copper ring out of his pocket.
Right on.
And I do want to emphasize, like, I'm telling you guys this in, like, you know, all just trying to keep it out there to keep it chill, but your character Locke has no idea that this happened. So as long as you guys roleplay this correctly, I won't keep shit hidden from everybody, because I shouldn't have to do that. I think we're all adults here. And it's a copper ring. I think you'd be fine. So, yeah, as far as Locke's concerned, nothing's happened. You pull your shield out and defend against whatever the hell you think this Joker is probably going for your junk, but you've defended against it. And that brings us back to the Gugs. Oh man, this Gug is going to continue its onslaught on Bighorn. 17 will hit. But Bighorn might incur some madness here, maybe. Maybe some rend damage.
I don't want to miss out on all the fun that everybody else is having.
That's true. I wouldn't want to.
You know what?
He's
This is
vampire.
that's for Frankie, because he can TP chaos, and all he does is make us crazy.
Oh boy. I promise you, everybody's going to get madness by the time this is over. There's no way that's not going to happen. Alright, and then the rend, I think this is going to drop you, and then it's going to... This is the one that got denned as well. Natural 1, though, as you go down, nothing happens. You're actually not dead, so you do fall to the ground. Are you at exactly 0? No, -6. Alright.
Yeah, I should be dead.
-10 is dead.
Oh.
So you can still be healed, possibly. Admoni, you're up. You see the big dog Bighorn goes down.
Oh boy, this ain't looking good. And all those are hostiles, right? as far as I can tell.
Yeah, they all look pretty
Okay.
hostile.
Okay.
You can deliver healings. Well, you don't have any, but
Yeah,
if you did, you
I'm
could
not
deliver
that
healing
kind of-
spells with
I
that
can
spectral
cure
hand.
him, or I can kill him and cure him.
You could send potions. Essentially, anything you can do with your hand, you can do with the spectral hand. It might need to come back to you and go back to do various tasks. If it's holding a weapon, it would have to drop the weapon or sheath it on you. Just kind of keep that in mind.
Yeah, I got no potions that would be helpful. I don't think.
Okay.
No healing anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna send my spectral hand, try and do a for a touch spell. Do I hit Thaco? I have to touch it first, right? And then I cast the spell.
Correct. You'll roll on your Thaco, and then any armor bonuses it would get typically don't apply for touch spells. So you'll just roll your Thaco, and I'll tell you if you hit.
Send the spectral hand after Gug 8.
All right, and what are you doing with that?
I'm gonna cast Vampiric Touch on it.
Nice. All right, so it's got mostly natural armor, so that's basically like regular armor, so it's not going to get that bonus. No, you're good. The only time like dexterity bonuses and like magical bonuses protect against touch attacks, armor does not. So a natural armor class, basically its skin, is not considered any kind of dodge attempt, if you will. So it still touches. You hit a 10 AC, which is just enough. Actually, it's got a natural armor class of 11. So you hit. So you go ahead and do your Vampiric Touch. God damn. And then you heal yourself for however much damage. Is it the same amount?
Yeah, for 16.
Alright, I got you. 16 points of damage back at you. Alright, and that will bring us to Gug 9. What's Gug 9 doing, Lethe?
Continue attacking Gug 4.
Alright, this encounter is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Well, honestly, only because I thought these Gugs would steamroll you guys. But you guys are doing pretty well against 4 Gugs. This is impressive, I gotta say. I do want to mention, for those of you that are still up, this is starting to look like a losing battle a little bit. You might want to.
You gotta remember, I can continue possessing the Gugs even after I die.
That's true. Fucking Lethe. Alright, well. Alright, what's Gug 9 doing?
Yeah, I could cast possession from this Gug if I wanted to. He's gonna attack number 4.
Alright, go ahead and do your attack. Alright, sorry, I gotta do the attacks.
Yeah, go ahead and do the attack.
Alright, here we go. First attack, a natural 20 on the die.
20.
No critical hit, though. Damage. A natural 2 is going to miss, so no rend. The second arm, going to be a 3. Oh my god, I'm rolling like dog shit now. And then a 9 is going to hit, so no rend damage. It's unfortunate because that probably would have been enough, but even still. And then just for shits and giggles, yep, it's going to bite, and that's going to finish it off. 1 Gug down. Look at that. And then there were 2. Bighorn, you're up. Oh, you're not up. Bighorn is bleeding out. Got about 3 more rounds. This Gug, seeing that happen, let's see. You want odds or evens, Morin?
Odd.
Alright, so if I roll an odd on this d6, you're getting attacked.
Okie doke.
And I got an odd.
Yep, you did.
I sure did. Alright, so it's going to turn and attack Morin. 10 is gonna hit. I think Morin's about to get some insanity as well. Oh, it's a natural 20. Alright, no critical. But you're gonna get some rend damage, so 1 plus. Oof. Alright, the second arm. God, these things just so many attacks. Oh, no rend damage. A miss!
Oh.
And the bite, can it do it? The bite hits.
Oh, that's gonna be lights out.
Oh,
right at 0.
Exactly 0. All right, so you go down 2. You might not get madness. We'll see what happens. All right, everyone go and roll initiative. I really like the dream worlds because I don't feel bad about killing you guys as much. Not that I ever really felt bad about it anyway, but if I did, I kind of like the madness aspect.
Alright, so I am going to be doing something myself this turn.
What? Aren't you like dead?
No,
fallen as dead?
I can cast possession from another creature.
Oh, you're gonna.
I'm just waiting to see when.
Got a fully healed Gug. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but.
Well, the idea is to get them to turn on each other, and I can do that if I,
That's true.
You get this Gug to attack me, and then I can switch to the other Gug, and we can team roll this guy.
Sure enough. All right, so Locke, anything you want to say to this individual?
I love you, crap.
Besides, get away from the last encounter. Did he leave or is he still chilling?
I don't know.
I'm gonna kind of like nudge him with my shield, like
right.
Get away.
Den, what do? Are you gonna sit there or?
Ben's gonna slide his hand back into his pocket with the copper ring and look at it and go, well, if you don't want to have fun, maybe the other one does. And he's gonna walk away and kind of run his hand through Locke's hair, kind of like when a girl walks away, she kind of plays with your hair, kind of thing. That's kind of what Dend is walking away doing.
You see Den like reaching for your scalp. Locke.
Yeah, and I push him away with my shield.
Okay.
Just like palm to face, just like scoffing, like get away from me.
Scoffing, I like it. All right.
I'm playing hard to get. I like it.
All right, and that. Well, Den, you played out yours already, so Bighorn's still bleeding out. Got a couple more rounds. Gug 9. Lethe, are you trying to? No, you said you might want to do something else.
No, I'm gonna just attack the 14.
Okay. Probably the best decision. I mean, I don't want to tell you what to do, but this Gug is doing some good work here. 16 is gonna hit. And Lethe is fucking MVP at this, I'll tell you what. And that's going to be some rend damage. I thought for sure this was something you guys wouldn't be able to do, but who knows, you might succeed. Oh my god, if this hits, it's not, no rend damage. And then the bite barely hits. Does it kill? It does, alright. Alright, so this Gug starts ripping into this other Gug and then bites its Gug head off. Another Gug goes down, and then there were 2. And Monty, you see this other Gug is just fucking... It just shredded 2 of the Gugs.
The one to the southwest.
That's correct, yeah. It looks like it's on your side.
Well, I'm gonna going after number 8 up there, and I'm going to. Oh wow! Well, the good thing about everybody around me being dead is I don't have to worry about hurting them. I'm gonna throw a fireball right behind number 8. Like,
Just,
how do I draw? Do I need to draw an arrow?
Yeah, just hold both of your mouse buttons and drag to where the tip of the arrow will be, and that will be the center of your cast, right there.
Yep.
Good enough. All right.
And it's a 20-foot radius, so hopefully.
Sir.
Feel like Wile E. Coyote. Yikes!
20 feet. All right, it looks like I think you just doomed Bighorn and Morin to some madness, but that's
Madness.
fine.
As long as he succeeds
they're
in
not
the
dead?
encounter, that's all that matters.
Oh, I thought they were dead.
I mean, yeah,
Dead.
that's a good thought to
Mostly dead.
have. Yeah. For whatever it's worth, they're not going to know this happened regardless. So
Right.
they're like,
Fire away.
I don't even know how to explain this. You guys are dying in a lucid dream, so you're like between the realm of awaken and you're like coming out of your stupor. I don't know.
You get that falling sensation like when you're waking up.
Yeah, you're like punching the wall spasmodically.
Oh, the best way to see it as, remember in that Get Out movie where he's like seeing himself in like a box as he's falling in the darkness. That's the best way to see it.
Yeah. All right. So Monty, go ahead and you know how to do the saving throw against my Gug there, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, I just lost it. I clicked on the wrong thing and the spell disappeared on my...
Okay. If you change it to standard, you should change the mode on your actions to standard. You should see your fireball come back.
Oh, I keep my own saves. So what do I need to roll for this?
Oh, here. So you need to make a saving throw versus spell. I don't know. I guess we'll find out if you make a saving throw. If it, I'll tell you what. I'll just make the saving throw myself, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, you already did it for me. Cool. Go ahead and roll for damage. Make sure you target both of those Gugs. Oh, no, they can't. Bighorn and Morin can't save, so here, let's just do this.
Some madness.
Give me a second here. I'm gonna go ahead and target.
Why does it say Admani Burke tried to use Fireball but has no uses left?
Because he cast it first. So he's using it not when it's not available, essentially.
Understood now. I learned in systems.
Hey, look, it works. So if you guys roll your own saves, it does happen. That's good to know.
44.
Ooh, all right.
Damn.
Bighorn exceeded by 52.
Morin exceeded by 44.
44.
That was a good roll. A lot of sixes in there. Let's see. So the
Wow. Nothing less than a 3.
yeah.
So
All right.
so Bighorn, who thought he was a vampire, is now afraid of fire.
Yeah. So well, we'll see what he gets for. We'll see what they both get for their insanity. That could be true. So, Admoni, you launch this little tiny pea-sized fireball, and at the square, and it just detonates. Boom! And both, as soon as it detonates, you see both Bighorn and Morin's bodies are completely incinerated, and they're gone from the dream world. The Gugs are still standing, unfortunately. You think you did pretty significant damage to them, though. And that's going to bring us to Gug 8, which is... it has seen this other Gug... Oh my god. Do this. You are 17 feet away, and this one is... Okay, so it doesn't have to move to attack the Gug, so it's just going to do that then. A 19 will hit. And some rend damage on the Gug. Second arm. 5 will miss. 15 will hit, and then it can't bite. So its bite, it has to be adjacent. Only its arms have reach. Morin is out of the dream world. Alright, so before we get into this initiative, let's start with Morin. Morin, go ahead and roll a D100 for me. 16. Oh, amnesia.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think I have that.
Welcome to the party.
Who am
I don't have that. What are y'all you guys doing here?
Yeah, everybody else has amnesia, and now you are one of the group. Let's see. So, a character suffering from amnesia cannot remember things.
I don't have amnesia.
I don't have amnesia.
His name, skills, and past are all equal mysteries. Now, while the character can build new memories, he has trouble accessing those gained before contracted amnesia. That's rough. Yeah, 11 levels of amnesia.
Fighter, just a fighter.
Yeah, just a dude.
Can't cast spells.
While a character with amnesia can still speak and read languages he knows, he doesn't lose the most basic. He doesn't lose the most basic skills needed to care for himself, to interact within society. He cannot remember anything substantial about his past. So in the waking world, now remember, these are all. So you have. I should preface this with everybody. You have amnesia 1, which means, you get a saving throw at no penalty as long as you pass. The amnesia does not take effect, but and it's for 24 hours. If you fail, then you can't remember shit. So you will essentially become a level 1 fighter or wizard, depending on. Well, you're a blade singer, so you become a level 1 fighter wizard.
Fighter wizard.
Level 1 fighter wizard. Yep. So it's as if you had just started your training from day 1.
Well, that'll be interesting.
Yep. The waking world might suck. Bighorn,
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a percentile for me.
Excuse me.
There's not anywhere in Fantasy Grounds where you have the description of that, do you? I know you have it. I was just.
I don't know if I can share it.
Yeah.
Why don't I have?
I get the feel. I get it. Just basically level 1 everything. Gotcha.
Oh, there it is.
Then roll. So every new day is going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Why did that not work?
There you go. A 22.
I have amnesia too.
No. You also have catatonia.
The fuck?
So you are afflicted with the same situation that Locke is afflicted with. Character,
Yeah, baby killing brother.
Right? That's very, very appropriate. Character suffering from catatonia mentally shuts down completely or nearly so, greatly limiting her physical capabilities as well. While a catatonic character still breathes, she can eat or drink without assistance only if the catatonia is dormant. If a catatonic character is faced with a dangerous situation, she must make a saving throw. If she succeeds, she acts as normal. Or, she actually acts as panicked, so you get a -1 to all stats and attacks and damages and such.
Oh, that works.
Yeah, so, and that goes for you as well, Locke. So essentially, the best case scenario is you get a -1 to everything. Worst case scenario is you just cower in fear for the entire of combat. So, catatonia is more of a combat-oriented thing, and it sucks ass. But it's also it's not quite as invasive as multiple personality disorder or amnesia, whereas those are 24-hour affliction. This one is only a affliction that happens in certain circumstances. So anytime it's high stress. With that said, we got roll initiative. So if you're still in the dream world, we got what? We got Lethe and Admoni can still roll for initiative. Sweet. Alright. Gamoran, you wake up covered in sweat. Last thing you remember is these fucking giant...
Nothing.
Yeah, these Gug things coming at you. And, well, let's do your first saving throw. So go ahead and make a saving throw versus spell, and we'll see how you wake up for
Alright.
today. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. I already said if you guys, the first day, you don't get a
Right.
saving throw. I'm sorry. So, yeah, you wake up.
Yeah,
and-
I am amnesia.
Yeah, you just You don't remember
Just looking
any
at
of her-
everything.
You don't remember any of her skill sets. You don't remember your name.
Yeah, where?
Everything's a mystery today. You don't know who these fucking people are. You don't know where you are. Pretty confused at the moment. Bighorn, you wake up and you're just staring at this little ivory staircase that's at the center of this group. It's literally right in front of you. You just can't pull your eyes away from it.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there rocking.
Yep. And that brings us... Lethay, did you want to do anything?
Nope.
Okay, you're going to let the Gug still do its stuff. Good. Locke, anything you want to do?
Can I walk over to Bighorn and slap him?
Yeah, you could do that.
Say, wake up!
Alright, so Locke, or Bighorn, go ahead and make a saving throw versus spell. As Locke slaps the shit out of you.
Saving throw versus
Wow. You slap the fuck out of Bighorn. His head snaps to the side, and it just slowly comes back, and as if nothing happens, he just continues to stare at that little ivory staircase.
Alright. I'm gonna stand there.
Dan, are you doing anything?
Yes. Who was it that went on the top deck to take a piss?
That was Loth.
Okay. I'm gonna slide up behind Loth and go, "Hey, big guy," and sneak my hand into his pocket.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another percentile. Do you have any kind of perception-like proficiencies I need to know about?
You had observation.
Like observation?
Anything with reading doesn't.
No.
I don't think I.
Okay. I can take a quick look. Let's see, you got... Not a damn thing. Alright, good to know. And you rolled a 28. I already know what your stats are, so... See what kind of stuff Loth has in his pocket. It's pilferable. Ooh, all kinds of goodies. You said specifically the pocket?
Yes. His front right pocket, to be exact.
There is so much stuff. Alright.
Hopefully it's organized.
It is organized. Alright, here's how we'll do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. First roll a d6. A 1. Okay. Narrows it down. So it's something on the belt. Go ahead and roll a d5. You can type in /roll space 1d5. That'll roll a d5. There you go. A 2. Alright. You snatch something off of Loth's belt.
And when he comes up behind me, I'm like, "Whoa there! I'm trying to do a pisser over here."
Dan's gonna squeeze his backside and goes, "That's okay, I can help."
You want me to shake it for you?
You know, once I'm done here, I'm gonna have to see what's going on with you.
Can you see what you acquired, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He's gonna slide that into his pocket and go, I could help you with that if you want.
No, Dent, I don't need help taking a wizard.
Alright, and Monty.
I am going to do a touch on Gug 8, or try to do a touch on him and cast Cure Serious Wounds on him.
Oh, cause serious wounds?
Yeah, cause serious wounds.
Alright, go ahead and make your touch attack with your just base Thaco. AC 11. Yeah, that's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Oh wait, hold on one sec. Alright. Alright, go ahead and roll damage. Bam! 8 points of damage, okay.
Not so hot.
Yes, I mean, safely dealing damage, that's the best you can hope
Yeah.
for. I imagine this Gug down here is going to continue to attack. It might need
Yes.
to... Is it going to step forward or just flail with arms?
I wanted to be able to get a bite attack, so.
Alright, so if it comes forward, it won't be able to bite this round, and it will only get 1 arm attack. If it doesn't move, it will get 2 its arm attacks.
I'll do that. I'll just sit here.
Okay, so it's just gonna wail from afar. Alright, here come the 4 attacks. First one hits. Second one misses. Third one hits. Fourth one hits. So that means some rend damage. And rolling like dog shit on the rend damage. And Gug 8. Let's see. Fairly intelligent. It's just fucking raging. It's just gonna come at you. Come over here and... Why can't I move it? Oh, that's weird. They made it so you can't drag. Is that because it's locked? I can't move it at all. That must just be a weird, like, glitch. Wow, I literally cannot move the token.
I mean, you could just move my token towards you.
Is it because of this? What? Oh, I know why. I see why. I'm stuck in a wall. There we go. Okay. Problem solved. I forgot that these little fucking things on the side here are mausoleums. Alright, so it's gonna come forward, it's gonna slash at you, Gug 9. 2 will miss.
He's invisible, by the way.
He's what?
He's like invisible, he's not on the map.
Not on the map. Oh, I see. There. Alright, everyone roll initiative. Mostly just add Monty and Lethea. The rest of you will, you know, deal with whatever you got going on in the boat. And I really want to get to the next dream quest. It's so good. Ooh, scimitar. All right. So Locke, Bighorn did not react to your first face slap. What do you want to do?
Instead of slapping him again, I'm just gonna like shake him by his shoulders. Say, "Oi, wake up!"
All right. Okay, then Bighorn, go ahead and make a saving throw versus spell, please. You're minus 53. Super dead. All right, you snap out of it, Bighorn. You see Locke in front of you. He's just shaking the shit out of you.
I brush him aside. Turn and just stare into the wall.
I'm gonna pat him on his big ass back and be like, "It's okay, Bull. It's gonna pass." And I'm gonna walk away.
I just fart.
Okay, then... Ooh, why do you have wounds? Morin.
Oh, yeah, sorry. He's just sitting there on the ship, kind of looking at his armor and this sword and various other stuff, and he's just very confused as to what all this stuff is.
All right.
Who are you people?
And my Gug. Gonna attack your Gug. One hit.
Anything your Gug can do, my Gug do better.
My Gug can do anything better than your Gug. No, he can't.
Damn, I'm rolling like trash. Let's go. Come on. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, and let's see if I can bite this goddamn Gug. At least I get to bite him. Alright, Dend, up on the top of the deck.
Den's gonna give one more quick squeeze to his ass, and then walk downstairs and back to Locke and go. I'm looking for a fence.
I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna say, "Piss off, you creepy tiger bastard."
Tiger.
Oh yeah, he's not a tiger. Sorry.
He is to me.
Den's gonna look at him and go, "Are you calling me a cougar?"
I'm calling you to shut the hell up and leave me alone. I'm gonna walk away from him.
Okay, he walks away from you, Dend. Edmani.
I'm using my spectral hand to send out my scimitar to make an attack.
On the Gug. Alright, so that is just like you were attacking normally with your scimitar. I believe, let me just double check. I think you get a bonus spectral hand.
I know it says on there if it's
you get a
spell, it's a +2. I don't know if that applies to the weapon.
I'm going to go ahead and apply it. I think that's what we were doing with Morin. So you just click the +2 for your attack roll. It's not like that's going to be game breaking or anything. Fine. We're out of time here. Ooh, a miss. That's not a good roll. Okay.
Can't protect her, Rick.
Alright, and the Gug. Lethe, I assume your Gug is going to attack the other Gug?
Yeah.
Alright, your Gug is getting pretty weak. Needs some good hits here. It's one hit. Wish I could give you control. Ooh, that's going to be a rend. Extra damage. And then the second arm. Oh, almost a 20. Another rend. That rend, that shit adds up. And then a bite. This might be it. 16. Let's see what happens. That's it! And this Gug, after rending the other Gug a couple times, and then biting its head clean off. What would you like to do with your dominated Gug?
He's gonna start ripping into himself.
He can't do that, but he can leave.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll just have him leave.
All right. So he walks down towards these kind of mausoleum areas and squeezes between an area that is impossibly too narrow for a creature even like a halfling size to squeeze through, and you just see his body compress in.
Before I do that, I can actually telepathically communicate with them. No one language. He understands.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask him where the skull is.
Doesn't know.
Okay. Well, then once he gets a decent distance away, my soul is gonna return back into my body.
All right. You see, Edmani, you watch as this Gug just walks off and squeezes between some cracks in these buildings, and then almost instantaneously, Lethe wakes up out of her stupor, and that ends the combat. What do the two of you want to do?
What happened? Where's everybody? What happened to everybody? Oh, I would have known that. Never mind. Edmani, that's a new trick, and that was pretty cool. That was fun. I think I think I'm gonna have to use that more often now.
Oh, saying it like that. You know, that was a pretty cool trick. I have to use that more often. Oh yeah.
Oh, we still locked?
I did not know that was gonna work.
You are unlocked. You can move about.
I'll open this door, I guess.
All right. You walk over, open this door. As soon as you do so, you see inside of this little mausoleum. There's this large kind of throne, a stone throne on which rests the skeleton of some creature. It has a jeweled crown on top of its head, and as it also has like a rod of some sort, kind of resting across its lap. And you take a second to kind of take this all in, but as soon as that happens, you see these two glowing hands reach out from the throne itself and just accost you immediately.
A new initiative?
No, actually. So, look this spell up real quick. Alright, so you need to make a saving throw versus spell, please, twice. A failure and a success. Alright. So the first one you twist past, managing to avoid the hand, and it just vanishes in front of you. But the second one just slams straight into your chest. And you lose 4 points of strength. You just feel yourself immediately become weaker. I'm not even going to bother putting it on you because it's going to go away at the when you wake up. But you definitely feel more frail.
Was there a skull on that creature?
Of course, yeah, it's a skeleton. Alright, let me open the door.
I'm gonna go inside and search the area.
Okay, there's not much in this small 8-foot squared room. Or, not 8-foot squared, 8-foot by 8-foot room. Other than the throne and the skeleton with the little crown on its head, and the crown itself doesn't look all that impressive. It looks like it's made out of wrought copper. The rod that's resting across its lap, however, looks very ornate.
I'm gonna put the crown on and grab the rod.
Okay.
And does the skull look like a skull we're looking for?
I mean, it looks like a skull.
What is the skull we're looking for?
A skull of a noble ghoul, I think, right?
Oh, alright,
Yep.
I'll take this one.
Ghoul royalty.
Actually, let me see how long my mind probe will let me look for. 1 second. Oh damn! I need to get object reading next time. I'm gonna go ahead and I don't think I can mind probe this thing, so I'm not gonna do it. I will just take his skull.
Okay, you grab the skull. As soon as you remove the skull from the head, or the body rather, both you and Imani are ripped from the dream world, and you wake up. And let's take a. What time is it? 7:53. Let's take a 10-minute break. Giving you guys a break in a while. Come back and deal with all the antics of everybody waking up.
Roger, Roger.
All right. So, finally, Admoni and Lethay wake up. Obviously, Lethay, you look down and you can still feel the weight of the skull in your hands, but the skull is not there. So, what's everyone doing?
I think I'll be finally finishing my mega piss and head downstairs back to my dentist.
20-minute piss.
Den's gonna walk up to Lethay and go, do you know a good fence?
A good fence?
Shh, keep it down.
You don't need a fence. You just sell it to a general store when we get into town. What day and age do you think we're living in?
I don't want people seeing what I've got. Which, by the way, looks like you're packing something.
I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna slap Dend.
It won't be hard. An armor. I got a THACO of 10.
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll with a. We can try to slap Dend.
My THACO is currently off though because I still have this. That's the cat.
Oh,
Slap the fuck out of you.
That's gonna be a hit. All right, you're talking, and Lethay just slaps the fuck out of you.
Listen here, you bastard. There ain't gonna be no things out of my pockets.
What are you talking about?
You said I got a big thing in my pocket.
I didn't put my hand in your pocket at all.
Oh,
I was just saying, it looks like you're packing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got mistaken. Well,
But I'm telling you, you hit with a nice hard right hook.
oh my god. No, Captain.
You guys are still down in the hold.
Oh, I'm gonna go up top.
All right.
Yeah.
You see the.
Meanwhile, okay.
Yeah, you see this Captain Skywind is up top. She's barking a bunch of orders, and it looks like people on the deck are kind of moving around a little frantic.
Captain, what's wrong?
He says, "These bastards tell me they saw another one of those ships with the dark wood build and the red sails coming out of the fog." And she points out, and you see that all around you there's this kind of yellow mist that has been encroaching.
I know what it is.
You can barely see the shore. The wind is erratic. You can see that the sail, sometimes it's going forward, but then sometimes the wind is shifting and it's kind of pushing you back, and the ship is really struggling.
So you said something about amnesia. I still have amnesia, right?
Amnesia?
Like I can't remember things.
Your character, yeah, you have straight campaign amnesia. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna fix that.
You're gonna fix that? How are you gonna do that?
I have a psychic surgery spell.
Do you have a scroll or you have a spell?
Scroll.
You want to try to use the scroll for your psychic surgery?
Yeah.
Okay, doke. Do you have the scroll on you?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and delete the scroll.
All right.
Okay, I'll let you do this. Go ahead and roll a D100. Yeah, Den, you definitely see this fucking cat approaching you.
You're gonna hear monster cat. She's gonna flee behind Bighorn and go, keep it away from me! I don't want to hurt me.
All right, the cat immediately pauses and it kind of looks very confused, and then it begins to proceed, moving towards Den again.
Den's gonna play this game of, like you when you were kids, when you kept the counter between you and the other person, basically using Bighorn and just kind of keeping him between me and the cat.
Gotcha.
Makes Ben actually okay with Bighorn.
Alright.
Didn't ask if it was Bighorn okay with Bighorn. Still gonna be scared of the cat.
All right, let's say you use the scroll, and you obviously have quite a bit of knowledge of your psychic abilities and how this spell should work. Unfortunately, something is preventing the scroll from doing exactly what it's supposed to do. In most cases, it should alleviate all of the mental deterioration and dilemmas that could assail your mind, even madness and insanity, but it doesn't seem to be doing exactly what it's intended to do. So, name for me one aspect of your memory that you would like returned to you. It can be, it has to be something small, like you could remember maybe like a family member. Like that's how small it could be.
Also, I can't remember what I did for work for Laos.
You could remember the general idea of what you were hired for, but the exact specifics of everything you've ever done for him, you would not be able to remember that.
I just want to know what I did for him.
Okay. Is that what you want to remember?
Yeah.
Okay. You remember that you were hired specifically to find individuals that were weak-willed enough to hire into employment so that they could be coerced into doing things that were not normally within their nature. So you were basically hired to select the individuals that Lowell needed to do whatever it was that he wanted to do.
It now makes sense.
Yeah, you were like his recruiter, essentially.
It makes sense why Locke and Bighorn are
delaying back
now. It makes sense why Locke would work for Laos now.
So
because they're weak.
You were literally directly responsible for the hiring of Locke Bighorn, whatever the hell Robert's character's name was. And Arnold and the whole heap of individuals.
Purg,
yeah, Edmani, you hand selected.
Purg, no!
You hand selected all these individuals, though you obviously still don't remember what happened after that. You barely remember your name and only kind of sketchy events as to what happened within your employment, but you do recall that you were directly responsible for directing Laos to hand select these particular individuals because they had weaknesses within their psyche that Laos could exploit.
Awesome. All right, cool.
So while all this craziness going on, this elf is looking around and seeing there's no other elves around. He's slowly making his way up toward the deck, kind of with his back against the wall, to get up top to see what's going on.
Okay.
And look around to see what he can see.
Yeah, you see lots of craziness going on. You see that. Who the hell was? Lethay, you were talking to Captain Freewin?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you see Lethay is over there talking to the good captain. And
so there's all these humans. So you can see the shore.
No, you cannot. There is this kind of yellowish fog that has kind of enveloped. It's not completely around the ship. There's about a 30-foot buffer between the ship and the fog itself, but it's incredibly hard to see, and Skywind seems to be barking out orders as to how fast the ship should sail. You also notice that the sails are kind of intermittently responsive. The wind seems to be changing directions constantly, and they're trying to adjust the sails to accommodate it, and every time they kind of get to where they're comfortable, the wind changes again, and they have to make more adjustments.
All right, well, he's looking around, and he's going to jump off the side.
Out of the boat?
Swim for it. Yep.
Oh, what
These damn humans aren't kidnapping me.
All right, you all see fucking Morin elf just leaps off the side of the boat anyone who's on the deck, anybody want to do anything? I guess, let's see, Loth, Dend, and Lethay would be on the deck. Anybody else on the deck?
No, I'm down chilling with Bighorn.
Alright, so...
Shit.
Where are you at, Edmani?
I'm down below.
Okay, so Edmani, Bighorn, and Locke are below. What are the rest of you doing? You see Morin just leap over the side.
As he's about to leap over the side, Lethay looks at her and does that whole like touch with the finger on her head and like points her finger towards him, and I'm gonna grapple him.
What spell is this that you're using?
Telekinetic maneuver.
What the fuck does that do?
Functions telekinesis, but I can only use it to perform like a bull rush, disarm, drag, grapple, pre-position.
Only. Okay. Alright, so what we'll do here is Elf, go ahead and make a saving throw versus spell. Is there a saving throw allowed versus this? Does it say? Fucking psychic
I can just
powers.
roll it on him.
What does the spell say? Or, let me see if I can find it. What did you say it was
I
called
just
again?
say a telekinetic maneuver.
Telekinetic maneuver.
Oh, there's no spell. There's no save.
Oh, so it just happens?
Yeah.
What level is this? Oh, 3? That makes sense. Oh, okay. Dang. Okay. Alright, Elf, you go to jump over the side and you get this sensation as if big arms are just wrapping around you and preventing you from leaping over the side. And they just hold you in place.
Damn it! Damn human! Just get out of here! Get off me! He's just flailing around.
And then...
what's going on with you? Hey.
I'm gonna do something. What the hell?
Where are you? Get away from me!
Yeah, so Elf, you can attempt to make a strength check. I would say that it doesn't really give, obviously, the different rule set that it's coming from, but I'm going to give it a strength value. Go ahead and make if you want to try to break free, which I imagine.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, go ahead and make your strength roll. That'll take effect as Thay does his next thing. I'm going to have to do math on my... Ooh, a natural 20 is not the greatest. Alright, Lethay, you see that the elf is starting to break free from the telekinetic powers that you're pushing on him. You're starting to get this, like, little bit of a frontal lobe headache from the pressure fighting against you. What do you want to do?
I'll walk up to him.
Okay.
I'm gonna touch him and make him go to my psychic asylum.
Oh. No save on that either?
No save. It's level 5 spell.
Yeah.
Alright, make sure you're eating up your...
I am.
Okay. Alright. Alright, so you just about break free and you feel his hand on you, and then your psyche is just... Well, Lethay, you describe where the hell you sent the elf.
So I was about to jump over, because I know people are starting to be like crazy on this boat. I sent him to I think of that's Elf Town that's kind of like in the skies, and I kind of create an image of that in my head, and then that's where I send him to. I forgot what it's called.
I'm dead.
It's where those elves I can fly are from. I forgot what the town's
yeah, I don't remember that off the top of my head because I'm drunk. It's Mount. I think it's Mount
Vesuvius or something.
It's Mount Sundabar, I think is.
Yeah, Sandabar.
Sundabar, yeah. So,
yeah.
All right, then, Elf, you find yourself on a beautiful sky capital, surrounded by winged elves and togas and spears and lassos.
I go with them, by the way.
And you also see this fucking human.
God damn
Swan
next to you. Well, you look human, just attractive human. You're like a human with elven comeliness, essentially.
Half elf.
And I can keep you here for almost indefinitely, by the way. Almost. It's 24 hours.
Almost indefinitely. Well, one day.
Seems like indefinitely.
Yeah, it seems like forever, but it's 24 hours. All right, so do you have to be with him to, like, concentrate on this and keep this going, or what's the stipulation?
And he basically he won't have his affliction in here.
Oh, you're right. Because it's like
I tell him.
State. Okay,
so I'm back to more.
So as soon as you're in Mount Sundabar, you immediately know who you are, but now you don't know where you are.
Yeah, how did I get here? Weren't we in a cave?
You're in my mind.
Okay. Why?
You were under an affliction. It's the only safest place I can keep you.
So how do we get back? Or out of here?
Well, I can't let you go back because I can't let you act a fool. So we will be here for 24 hours until I can figure out what to do with you.
All right. Well, it doesn't look so bad a place. Take a look around.
All right. So
head off walking.
Yeah. So that. What? Oh fuck! You're trying to create a place that you don't know a whole hell of a lot about.
Oh no! It's literally just the image of like what I recall from like books. So it's very it's not the best.
Yeah, it's very basic.
Very green screeny.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the elves are like flickering and shit. Let's say, do you...
The framework, bro.
Yeah. Like FPS fucking 20. Let's see. So you have...
I roll an intelligence or like a wisdom.
Meditative focus, we might do that, but you don't have... I'll tell you what, do a meditative focus check for me. I think that would be appropriate. Pretty good. Alright, so you're able to sustain this state, but you're not able to really replicate, because you've only heard about Mount Sundabar, and you know that the Avariel, a very rare species of elf, are from there, but obviously, as even a Swanmay, you've never seen the place. You've only read about it. Basically, the last bastion of the of Ariel, so you have no idea what it looks like. You're just kind of trying to like guesstimate. Fortunately for you, Morin has no idea what the fuck.
Never been there either. Yeah.
So as far as he's concerned, it looks
good
real.
To me.
Yeah, just some fucking winged elves walking around. So that said,
he's not the little bastards who are trying to kill us from before.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to the next. Oh shit! What is the day? It is it's it's midsummer. That. All right. Oops. Yeah. So it's the first midsummer. So you guys. Is anybody looking to do anything on the boat? Practical or
impractical,
or even I think we've done a lot of impractical stuff. But I want to give.
I don't know. I keep hearing somebody yelling "Den" in the background, and I don't know if they've noticed that he's not answering.
Oops. Yeah, we're gonna say.
Or am I just hearing something?
Yeah. So a day has gone by. So what I need is, let's see. We'll go down the list here. I need Den, Morin, Bighorn, and Locke. I need the four of you to make a saving throw versus spell, please.
I'm not in the real world.
Yeah, it's a new day, so we'll see.
Did he let me out?
Yeah. We all basically once we're done.
Oh, everybody's
we'll leave.
Oh, wait, I haven't done it yet. Which one that you spell? You said.
Spell, please. Yeah.
I'm on failure.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, damn.
Not today. All right, everybody has saved. So all of you are of your right states of mind? Question mark. On this new day.
Previous states of mind.
Yeah, it is the. It is midsummer. The days are.
Den is going to add money first.
Okay.
And he's going to go. I don't know where I got this shit from. And he's gonna hold out this the potion of fire resistance and a copper ring. Like, they're in my pocket, but I don't. Did somebody give these to me?
I didn't see anybody, but we weren't together all the time, so I couldn't tell you. Not that I know of.
What happened yesterday? Like, we were fighting something, and then I just remember a crunching noise, and then I woke up this morning feeling weird. And he's going to scratch his backside and go, my underwear's just not sitting right.
Notice you're walking funny over there.
Mouth.
I'm gonna lean over and sniff his breath.
Smells like shit.
It doesn't smell like he's been drinking.
It smells like stale chocolate.
It smells like pennies.
No, stale chocolate.
I couldn't tell you.
But we must find out the next item on the list.
Okay.
So does anybody else see the fact that I have a copper ring and a fire potion? Because I'm not being subtle about it.
I don't know. Am I around?
You are if you want to be.
Yeah, I'd like to be around.
We need to find the greenstone idol of a water lizard.
What was that?
Greenstone idol of a water lizard.
I don't understand what that is.
Well, then let's go to hit the books. Come into my asylum.
All right, so Loth, as you're starting to walk over towards Den to see these items that he's holding, you just find yourself in this pocket plane. You all see Loth Den, you see Loth especially walking towards you like, hey, let me take a look at it, and he just fucking collapses and falls flat on his face.
And we go to a massive library, like extravagant, luxurious.
I'm gonna be like, look, what the hell? I was trying to talk to Den.
We have work to do.
I'm sure we got 5 minutes to spare. Jeez.
If anybody needs a fire resistance potion, just tell them I have one, and I put it back in my pocket.
Okay.
And walk off towards the heads.
All right.
I will reluctantly start doing research.
All right. So while you guys are doing research, one thing I want to say is everyone go ahead and I doled out some experience. So make sure you guys look at your character sheets and let me know if anybody has leveled.
I need like 150,000 to level.
You guys should all be probably pretty far, I imagine. Is anybody in the ballpark? Also,
little over 16,000, little under 16,000.
All right, make sure when you click on your character class, you're clicking. Okay, if you didn't click the little green check mark, make sure you do that. Actually, assign your experience. Alright, so I'm not hearing anybody saying they're leveling.
Yeah, I'm only off by almost 20% on each one.
Okay, we probably reached the limit for for these in these encounters. That's good. That means we're moving right along. Alright, so Loth and Lethe, the two of you begin the research for, you said the green idol, the green water lizard idol?
Yep. Yeah.
Okie dokie. Alright. Let's see. I need to go back quite a bit. My story stuff. Make sure I give you the right info on this.
While he's looking that up, which out of all of you guys would be the most jokester playing person that Dend might know of? Like, plays little small practical pranks on others, or do you all just kind of straight lace it?
Well, I'm kind of straight laced, but I think my character would be like just meh about the jokes. Like, not bothered by them.
Right, but who would play the jokes? Is there someone who would be a trickster amongst you?
Mhm.
Negative.
No.
Nope.
You all pretty much straight lace. Okay.
Yeah.
We've been going through a lot of not sure what the fuck is going on for a minute now, so we're all kind of just like kind of serious about it.
On edge.
Yeah, everybody's on edge as fuck. All right, so Lethay and Loth, the two of you, begin poring over the tomes for quite a long time. At least to the two of you, it seems
15
like
minutes.
forever. For everyone else, it's going to seem like you were only kind of out of it for a few moments. All right, I'm not going to make you guys roll because basically you can just hold this for a while. You know that the water lizard is referenced to no mere animal. It is a representation of Bokrug, one of the unimaginable, powerful Great Old Ones. A horrid treatise collating rumors of the Great Old Ones asserts that Bokrug lives in a vast, unnamed lake in the Dreamlands. A race of alien creatures founded a city known as Ib on the shores of this lake, and they worshipped Bokrug there. They also had an idol of green stone where they performed many of their rites and kind of really they really thrived as a civilization due to all of this. A quasi-historical dissertation relates how Ib was destroyed by a proud and warlike tribe of humans. They apparently did not care for the creatures of Ib and decided that they needed to go. So they assaulted Ib and destroyed the entire city. The vicious humans were from a city called Sarnath, which they built very close to Ib when they destroyed it. The folks of Sarnath carried away the strange green idol and they housed it in one of their temples. You also learn that at some point the idol disappeared soon after they housed it away. You also learn the proper phrase that allows you to bring yourself in the Dreamlands to the great city of Sarnath, if you so desire.
Well, shall we go to the city?
Hmm. So it said. So it's still inhabited with these alien beings.
No, the alien city was destroyed by the citizens of Sarnath.
Okay.
Sarnath itself still stands, was somewhere within the Dreamlands.
Well, I guess it'll be safe to head up to Sarnath.
Alright, so after maybe about 15 minutes or so, Lethay and Loth come out of their hypnotic stupor in the hold, for anybody who's down there.
Dend is down there watching the two of them and looking very uncomfortable.
I'll get up and be like, "All right, guys, I think we got the next area to go to. We're all ready to go to sleep." And I'll explain the whole alien city being destroyed by the people that I've already forgotten. I'm the one with the amnesia right now. Jeez.
Not on this day.
Not today. Dend is going to look at Penny and go, "You're going to stay behind, and I think the best thing you can do is keep us safe by staying here.
So
You watch me while I sleep."
you are ordering Panty to guard your lucidly sleeping body?
Not just mine, but the whole party.
Okay, noted.
And I don't remember what Penny has got for craziness because I don't think you ever told me. You were just keeping track of it.
Right.
Because Panty is also crazy.
Right. She seems to be, at the moment, aware of what your intentions are, you think? Although
No indications otherwise.
Yeah, you don't really know. You don't necessarily know if you know what your intentions are, but
Well, I don't remember yesterday so well. It was like somebody else was walking around. Just weird.
yeah. All right, so you guys gonna fire up this ritual then?
Pitter patter, let's get at her.
Let's get ritualistic with it.
All right, so I need both Bighorn and Lethay, if we're doing this. I need the two of you to make either an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma check, depending on which stat you would prefer. The two of you cannot make the same roll, so you'll need to discuss amongst yourselves which one you want to make.
I would like to make a wisdom, but I can do intelligence if needed.
My stats are the same either way.
Alright, I'll do wisdom then.
Okay.
And which one are you doing there, Bighorn?
Intelligence.
All right, so the two of you go ahead and roll. Good rolls. Okay. The two of you begin your excursion into the Dreamlands. As you set this little staircase down on the floor in front of everyone. You all sit in a circle, holding hands, concentrating on the little ivory staircase, going into a trance-like state, and you see the staircase begin to grow and swell. And it rights itself
Engorge.
up. Yep, it engorges itself, standing up on end, and then it begins to swell even more and sink into the floor. Before you, the rest of the world around you, about 5 feet around your circle, becomes kind of this haze, and there's just this staircase that is leading down into darkness through the ship itself. So what do you guys do?
I'm gonna start going down the stairs. Yeah.
All right, each of you, you kind of break your handholds and you start heading down the stairs.
Get off me, Dent.
You all feel good.
Back off, man.
You feel euphoric and alive. All of the woes and the heaviness that kind of lingers in the back of your minds are completely gone. Is anybody hurt? Yeah, we got some people that are hurt.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody
Got
have
a few
any?
people.
Yeah. Does anybody have any detrimental effects that I need to remove?
I have beneficial effects that you need to remove.
All right. Yeah. So any beneficial effects would also be gone. Oh, you're dead. Let's get rid of that.
Yeah, I'm 2 levels behind where I should be.
Oh, is that?
If you could just add them, yeah, up.
Lift revealing. That is, but that probably needs to go away.
What I mean by beneficial is Dend is a hell of a lot stronger, dexterous, and got a better constitution than he normally has.
Get right on that.
Because he's got all the stats of the cat.
Oh, right. Get to Dend here. So Dend has the animal. Yeah, all this stuff. Go away. You're not unconscious. Bighorn. Negative plane protection is gone. And Edmani spectral hand is gone. Okay. You guys head down the stairs. Probably about 90 steps or so. Getting pretty exhausted. And then the steps at about step 90, it's still dark as you're heading down. The only thing you can see is the white kind of glow that's coming off of the stairs themselves. And the first thing that happens is the smell, the scent of food kind of just permeates around all of you. It smells like fish, very extravagant like sauces. There's these kind of spicy smells that are hitting you all at once. Um, and then the sound is the next thing that kind of hits your ears. It's kind of popping sensation as you just hear chatter and then laughter and music. And each of you that had been to the Viscount's ball, you can't help but kind of remember that in the back of your mind. It seems almost similar as when you were coming into that Viscount's banquet hall. You're just being accosted by all these sounds and smells of deliciousness. But then that's completely taken away as immediately you're blasted with the just this immense sunlight that's just beating down on you. You find yourselves in a giant courtyard, and there must be just tens of thousands of people. And around the outside of where you are, there's all these tents that look like, if you had to guess, they might be made out of silk. The scent that's permeating the air, right next to you is this giant fountain, and the waters that are like spraying out from the fountain itself, they are scented. All kinds of. It's hard to really narrow down what the scent is. You've never smelled it before, but it's very kind of like floral. It's very pleasing to the nose, obviously, and as you're trying to like kind of get your bearings, you look around, and right in front of you is a group of about 6 people, and they are just going at it. No clothes on. They're just doused in like oils. They smell good. There's more scents just kind of permeating off of them. There's 3 women and 2 men, and they're just fucking rooting around, like just getting in it, right? And then you kind of look around, you see that there are pockets of like these little like kind of mini orgies going on all over the place. You see, as if it's no big thing, you just see this servant. He's walking by with a huge gold platter that's encrusted with diamonds and all sorts of jewels, and on it are these 3 gigantic fish, and they're kind of luminescent. They're glowing, but the scent that's coming off of them as he walks by is just, it's just delicious. Like your mouth just instantly starts watering as he walks by. And then you see other servants are walking around with similar platters of various foods. You see one guy, he walks by a very similar diamond encrusted platter, and it looks like he's got a peacock, if you had to guess, a roasted peacock on there. The feathers are decorated around the outside of the tray, and it's just this big slab of meat. There are also, just to the north of you, are these huge thrones. It looks like there's about 6 of them, and each of them are about 20 feet tall. And on the back side of the thrones are these massive faces that look so lifelike. You could almost imagine that the faces themselves could look at you and speak. It also looks like all of the thrones themselves are touching, and it looks like they were all carved out of a single piece of ivory. Each one is about 20 feet high, and the 5 of them together must be, 100 feet wide. So whatever piece of ivory.
Oh God! What did they
elephant,
kill
right?
to get that?
Right,
Jeez.
exactly. Yeah, whatever what this was carved out of is just a fucking unprecedented creature that would have, been used for this.
Den breaks down weeping.
Yeah, so just taking all of this in. Another thing. So there's a lot of pillars kind of stretching around the entirety of this huge banquet hall area, and the pillars go up about 200 feet, and then on the top of the pillars is this huge glass dome that kind of protects the entire banquet area from the elements. And then to the west of you is this kind of sea wall with battlements, crenellations rather, and just beyond that you can see that there is water that's like crested up right against the edge of it. And you can just see this vast lake that stretches out as far as you can possibly see from that wall. And the floor is yours. What do you guys want to do?
Do I know? Do I still have the glyph put on my shield that detects magic traps?
I don't know.
No, I think that would have faded by now.
Yeah, I think that would be gone.
only
Do
been
I
like
do
2
I
or
have
3
that
days.
crown and that rod still?
You do.
Nice.
So you're
Let's
just,
try.
yeah, Lethe is just wearing this very simple copper crown and has a very ornate rod.
At least someone's dressed for the occasion.
Yeah, and I should also mention, there are individuals that are, naked, all forms of debauchery, but there are also individuals walking around that are just draped in the most lavish garments that you could possibly imagine. Just these gorgeous silks, satins, velvets. Their arms and necks are just hung with gold bands. They have these very elaborate headdresses that are studded with jewels and bright feathers. It looks like if you just looking out, you can tell right away that there's just a culmination of several different like societies all in this one place. There's just the difference in clothing and accessories suggests that not everybody here is from the same place.
So we're basically in Sodom.
In where?
Sodom?
I don't know what Sodom is.
Sodom and Gomorrah?
Oh, okay.
We're in Slanesh's realm.
Or that's the 40k version.
Mhm.
Well, I don't think we're quite in Slanesh's realm because we need to have some torture going on too. I have no clue where to go first out of that huge description.
Oh, we gotta go to a temple.
Yeah, what did you guys look up in your
We gotta
study
find out
session?
which temple. We gotta find the temple that it was stored at originally.
All right, make a wisdom check. All right, you start looking out, and immediately you see, Loth. You're enamored by this group of 5 individuals that are just rooting around, right in front of you.
I seen that before.
Hard to take your eyes off of that shit. Lethe, you break your eyes away, and you look out, and you see not only are there various shrines that are just kind of scattered about the area, there are also these, off in the distance, there are massive temples, each one more elaborate than the next. They have massive pillars. You see that the largest building that's kind of off in the distance, it must be at least 200 feet high at its highest spire.
That's the one we're going to.
Okay, it looks like it's probably a quarter mile off, and there's like tens of thousands of people between you and there. It looks like this is probably, there are streets and stuff that are interwoven, but like as far as you can see, there are just people everywhere. You're gonna have to push your way through there. Not that it would be incredibly difficult, but it's gonna take you some time to walk off in that direction.
Alright, guys, don't touch anything, and don't get no diseases.
Right.
Okay, so you're gonna head off.
Den is going to ask the stupid question, but it's because it's dead. What do you mean diseases? Aren't we in the dream world?
You never know what can happen.
Well, I don't know. The last time you guys woke up, you were all acting a little crazy. For some reason, then you were being very pranksterish, grabbing my butt and stuff.
Do we know what happens when we leave the dream world?
I mean, you wake up.
Like when you die, I mean.
If you die, yeah, when you talk to the King in Yellow, he made it pretty clear that if you die in the dream world, it's no bueno.
It's not. It's one of the perks of dying while we're in the dream world.
Well, good thing I woke up just to take a piss. Maybe that was a bad thing. I don't know.
I do not suggest.
What do you mean I was squeezing your ass? That's the weirdest thing ever to say to someone.
It was well, it's weird to say, but it's definitely weirder to experience when you literally come up behind me while I'm taking a piss to squeeze my ass and flirt with me. But I know you were pranking.
This
I'll lose you like-
this gruff looking middle aged man walks up. He's clad in field plate armor. He's got a long spear attached to his back, and he walks right up to you, Loth. Says, "Oh, what was that? You looking for some entertainment there, are you, lad?" He's got this full beard. It's kind of, salt and pepper look. He looks like he's got some age on him.
Oh, no, sir. I no entertainment.
You want my shaft? I give you my shaft.
Definitely not that. No.
Are you sure?
Well, quite sure. We're just heading over to the big shaft temple, and I point to the tallest temple.
You see, he starts kind of side eyeing the 5 individuals that are rutting around in front of you. He says, "Doesn't that look like fun, boy? That could be us. We could be doing this right now, you and me." And he just slaps you on the back and almost knocks the wind out of you.
Me and that Louth got it on.
I'm a man of a temple and such. I'll just be going to the big shaft like temple over there.
Big shaft, yes. Where are you going, boy? We should get to know each other in the biblical sense, if you know what I mean.
No thanks. I'm quite good knowing just, my friends and my books.
Are you sure?
And that temple over there.
And he looks over at you and Den. What about you? You're a wild looking one. I bet you'd like to get wild. You want to get wild with me?
Den goes, "Sure," and turns into the giant green cat.
Oh, well, that is a form of pussy I did not think I was going to see today. I'm feeling pretty hungry. I'll catch up with you later. And he just walks off.
Thank you, Den.
Den's gonna sidle up beside Edmani and just purr like a giant cat can.
Well, back on our way. Hope no more crazy old men want to sleep with us.
All right. So your group is making your way through the crowd then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Den's just gonna stay in the cat form, near Edmani, between kind of Edmani and Bighorn.
Okay, after some time, you see this individual come walking up. He looks like he's been through some shit. He's got these gigantic scars all across his face. Looks as though maybe some sort of giant beast really went to town on him, maybe a bear or a tiger or something. He's pretty tall, but he's rail thin. Probably about 6'8", 6'9", maybe in the neighborhood of 140 pounds. Dressed not really so extravagant as everyone else around him, and just kind of, I mean, it's hard to say what's common clothing in the Dreamland, but if you had to compare him to those that you see actually clothed, he definitely looks like he is clothed in a manner that is just kind of comfortable and practical. And he just he walks right up to you, Morin, and says, "Hell! Quite the eclectic group of individuals you have here. What brings you to this great celebration? You don't seem to be really partaking in the festivities."
They're searching for something.
Oh, aren't we all?
Yes.
And if I don't mean to impose, but he kind of looks over at Bighorn. It's not every day we see a Minotaur around here. But, what brings such a diverse group like you to Sarnath? What are you searching for? Oh, you know what? I apologize. I can just come up here talking like this. And he extends a hand. He says, "My name is Vintal Natni. What how may I address you?"
I am Latte.
All right, let's say
I'm interject.
just interjects and shakes his hand, and he looks you up and down. He says, "Oh, you are quite calmly, Lethe. It is a pleasure to meet you." And you can see that his cheeks are turning quite red. As I apologize, I did not expect to see someone so stunning here.
I appreciate it.
Oh, it's okay. I get it all the time.
We're actually headed towards that big old temple right over there.
He looks over his shoulder.
We're looking for an idol that was stolen from it.
Idol that was stolen from it, then why would you go there?
Well, I wish to find out what happened that night it was stolen, so we can track it down.
What happened what night? What idol do you speak of?
Outside of this realm, I read a story about that the idol was once stored in one of these temples after a great war happened, and it was a green idol of a lizard.
Oh, of course.
But I hear it was taken from the temple at one point, and we're trying to find out what happened to it.
Yeah, some 1,000 years ago, shortly after the city of Ib was destroyed. Yes,
You'd be surprised what I can find if I can just get to the location it was stolen from.
Oh, it was certainly taken. It is gone. You will not find it within the city. This is an actual celebration of that glorious event. You are not from Sarnath? Where do you all hail from? If I may ask.
The outside the dream world.
Dream world. What are you talking about?
We are all in a dream.
Give me a charisma check.
I ain't gonna pass this, bitch.
He looks at you and then he looks over at you more and he says, "Is your friend okay in the head?"
Yeah. She's one of the saner ones.
I don't mean any disrespect, but dream world, what could she possibly be talking about?
Oh, right where we are.
He just stares at you blankly.
Never mind that.
Haven't you heard of the Matrix?
What are the rumors of where it went?
The rumors of where it went? Well, no one knows. 1,000 years ago, shortly after the city of Ib was destroyed and the idol was confiscated from their clutches, the idol was taken, and one of the high priests of that time had inscribed a sigil of doom on one of the monoliths near our greatest temple, foretelling some great calamity that, well, in 1,000 years has not happened, and pretty sure he was just mad. Most likely this high priest just tossed the idol into the lake.
Let me see what this sigil he drew.
Oh, that's easy enough. Follow me. And the man turns on his heels and starts deftly walking through the crowd of debauchery. And you see, as you're walking through, you see this big group of about 10 individuals, and they have these oversized gravy boats, and they're just pouring these sauces all over each other. And the scent is quite captivating as some of the individuals in the group are just licking the sauces off the group. And it's enough to give you pause. And Vintal says, keep focus if you want to see the idol, or the symbol, rather. It's easy to get distracted here.
Are the sauces smelling good?
The sauces smell amazing.
You do not go towards the sauces, then I will smack you
you see it,
again.
Den takes about 3 steps towards, kind of sticks his tongue out, and then hears locks out, and then kind of just straightens up and goes, sidles back over.
This young lady in red curly hair and bright green eyes with freckles dotting her nose walks over to you, Den. She says, "Oh, look at you, young lad."
I'm a giant cat.
Oh, are you in cat form?
I'm still in cat form. I haven't
mind.
stopped.
That doesn't happen. I renege on that.
Over sideways and stick my tongue out, and then as soon as he said that, I sidled back.
This red-haired lady that I just talked about, she's holding this gravy boat, and you can tell she's looking for somebody. She looks at your group, but then immediately reconsiders, and she just holds the gravy boat over her head and just starts pouring the sauce all over herself. She starts rubbing it into her pores. Can't be good for the skin.
That's so gross.
This giant green cat hangs his head sheepishly and walks behind. It was Locke that said, "Don't touch it," right?
Yes, then they're self-basting.
Yeah. All right. So your group continues on, and you come up to this huge ivory monolith. It must be about 300 feet high, and there is some sort of symbol etched into the monolith. And
I want to try to read it.
Okay, it's just a symbol. There's not really anything to read. Let me see what skills you have.
I got deep shit, man.
You got deep shit.
Yeah, I got ancient
You
languages.
usually get us in deep shit.
All right, so,
Ryleptian.
yeah, give me an ancient languages Relayan check and a netherworld knowledge check. Ooh, okay. You recognize this. It's literally a symbol of doom. It's a symbol that you had read about in Relayan texts that were used in the kind of the foreshadowing of some sort of world-ending event. These symbols are not to be taken lightly, and any prophet and only prophets would ever use such a symbol, especially on a monument. It was essentially placed to herald the ending of all days. And Vintal, he points at it, he says, "Well, there it is. 1,000 years old, that symbol is."
Now to find the statue.
Oh, well, I mean, that's long since gone. Like I said, it's likely that the individual that put this symbol here probably cast it off into the lake, most wager.
Can I head to the lake with my helmet and just start walking around the bottom of it?
The lake, you can certainly walk over to the seawall where the lake is.
I have my helmet of underwater breathing. I just want to jump in.
Okay, so Locke just turns on his heels and heads off into the crowd. Anybody else doing anything? Out of the ordinary?
While these guys are all talking about the symbol, I would probably immediately cast the what is that spell called?
Cruciatus.
Emmanuus or whatever.
And what does
So
that
basically,
do?
I would use it to copy the symbol on a piece of paper.
Okay, so you copy the symbol onto a piece of paper.
All right.
All right, and Locke, you turn on your heels to start walking through the crowd. Anyone else?
I tell Locke to stop, and I bring out a scroll of Astral Window, and I cast it. Or attempt to cast it.
Jesus Christ, you guys. What the hell does Astral Window do?
Lets me... basically, I think of an object, and it lets me see it in the window.
What? It's the most vague description I've ever heard.
It's a window into the astral plane, and it says that by stating this subject name or object in the window, I can view the object for 1d4 rounds.
Fuck. So,
What the fuck?
I know what spell he's kind of talking about. It's kind of a weird one, but it does make this one like you can make this window and see people in other planes of existence.
Oh, I see. You can see
You
into the
actually
astral
can
plane.
interact.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh,
What was that? What civilization was that doom symbol from?
what civilization?
Or yeah, I think
Sarnath is the name of the city.
the symbol that was on the pillar though. Like he had Lefay do a specific check of a certain type of language or something.
Oh, it was the fuck was it? Relahay?
Reliant.
Relayan? Yeah. Do you have that?
No, but just putting that down in my little book here.
Share that maybe? Here, I'll post it in the chat so you can see how it's spelled.
Okay.
All right, so you cast this. You're using a scroll, is that right?
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
so you see this small 10-foot by 10-foot. I guess it's not super small window into the astral plane. And as you're looking into this kind of very bright world, you can see off in the distance there are various images of creatures walking around. Many of them are winged. One of them turns its head and looks as though it has noticed you peeking into its world. You see this huge armored figure with these huge 20-foot wings and a massive 15-foot greatsword strapped to its back. The creature must be about 20 feet tall, and it starts walking towards you. And then the image of this individual is broken up by the sound of screaming and shrieking. Locke, as you would turn on your heels, you can see off in the distance. You've all walked for quite a while. You're probably about, I'd say, maybe a quarter mile from the seawall where you started when you first came in. And you can see that water is starting to pour over the top of the seawall, over the crenellations. You can also see that there is this kind of green mist that is coming down over all areas of the city. Even there's these huge 30-foot tall brass doors or gateways not too far away from you, where it looks like the main thoroughfare goes out of the promenade here, probably into the city proper itself. You guys all seem to be in just some sort of this just looks like a great banquet area, or maybe an area of festival, a giant courtyard. This is definitely not the primary area of the city. There are lots of fountains, and there's some temples and shrines, and it's very big, but you can tell that it doesn't encompass the entirety of the city itself. The city must just be I mean, none of you have seen a metropolis this big, but you've heard stories of Waterdeep, and you think it's probably on par with the size of that city, if not bigger. And you just see this big green mist is starting to pour up over the walls and the door itself, landing kind of and culminating in the area around you, and you see that it's kind of coming up around your feet, and then you hear more screams, and you're kind of looking around to get your bearings, and you see they're about 5 feet tall. There's 4 of them very close to you, and they have these kind of bulbous heads, these massive eyes, almost like fish eyes. But if you had grabbed a fish and squeezed its torso as hard as you could to get its eyes to really bulge out, that's what their eyes look like. And their lips are very large and pouty and kind of blubbery. And they're just kind of lumbering towards you. They're also rather luminescent, and they have very strange, odd ears, almost like elf ears, but the backside of the ears are serrated. And you see that the 4 of them, they're just kind of they're just walking kind of nonchalantly through as people are screaming and running. and each of them just kind of they just lash out at people as they run by, and their hands just pass through whoever they touch, and as soon as that happens, those people just drop to their knees and slide across the ground. And there's, like I said, there's about 4 of them. They're about 10 feet away from you. What do you guys want to do?
Well then.
Wait, what's happening in my world I'm looking into?
You just see this large, angelic-looking creature walking towards you.
And this is after I said like the name of the object.
Yeah.
Really?
Big man's got the rod.
I'm gonna see if he'll speak to me. I'm gonna say hello.
All right.
I don't think any sound can be heard through the astral window.
Let me see.
Does my helmet of underwater breathing protect me from the mist?
You're about to find out.
It's water-based, right?
The mist?
Yeah.
Maybe?
It's called mist.
Yeah. So you're wearing the helmet hoping it's going to protect you?
Well, it protects me from solid water.
Yeah.
It should protect me from mist water.
It should, maybe. I'm not giving you any absolutes.
I'm just gonna draw my sword.
Alright, you draw your sword. What are Dend, Morin, Bighorn, and Edmani doing?
Dend is going to try and climb the ivory of the whatever's the highest thing around.
Well, there's this giant monolith right in front of you.
Yeah, I'm going to try climbing it.
Okay.
To get away from everything that's down here.
All right, and Morin?
Morin just drawing a sword and setting his feet. What fresh hell is this that we got now?
Bighorn?
Actually, Frank, you know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna look into the big guy, and then I'm going to cast Psychic Asylum on him and bring him into my mind through the window.
Ooh, that's gonna be dangerous. All right, you.
You can't kill me in it, so.
True enough, but he's got his own set of rules. All right, so you start trying to accost a fucking Solar. We'll see how that goes. Bighorn, what are you trying to do?
You great big bastard!
Yeah. What level are you, Lethe?
9.
Oh, that's not going to go well. All right, Bighorn?
What's happening?
So there are people, thousands of people panicking all around you. There's this mist kind of containing the whole area. It's starting to come up around your feet, and you see these 4 weird-looking kind of fish-like people that are luminescent walking towards you. I say fish-like, but they're not incredibly fish-like. I might be able to find a photo of one, which I'll post in Discord in a second. But while I'm pulling this up, what do you want to do?
So there's no Solar around?
No, only Lethe can see that.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you guys know what Solar are? Am I the only one that doesn't know what a Solar is?
This is what they look like.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely pulling out my mallet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they are glowing like that as well.
Yeah, fucking creepy frog alien motherfuckers.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, pulling my hammer and getting ready to crunch bones and skulls.
Okay. And Edmani, what are you doing?
Yeah. I'm going to get my hand on my scimitar, and I'm just going to kind of try to stand off to the side. So that I'm not directly in their path, but I'm just kind of off to the side. And I'm
okay.
On guard.
You also notice, Edmani, as you're getting on guard, you see these 4 of these things are. It doesn't look like they're in a hurry to get to you, but they're definitely on path. They just seem to be walking in a straight line, and you guys just happen to be in their pathway, and they are literally just, unceremoniously and without any real deliberate motivation, just killing anything that is literally within their reach. Like, these people are just running, and they just kind of like reach out and fucking touch them as they run by, and those fucking people just drop dead. And you can see that there are pockets of these kind of luminescent glows that are cascading throughout the entirety of this mass of people. And Locke, what are you doing?
Locke is just going to take a defensive stance with his shield up, his sword drawn.
All right, so everybody kind of gets in a. Oh, I don't think. Did I ask you, Loth, what you were doing?
No, not yet.
All right, Loth, what are you up to?
Us or just walking down a different path?
What's that?
Are they walking like directly towards us?
Yeah,
or...
it looks like they're on a path to intersect with you pretty shortly.
All right. I don't know what effect I want to do on it yet, but I do want to put a lift down at our feet.
All right, so you're gonna begin casting a spell then.
Or drawing the spell, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you get the notion. You probably want to put some glyphs down. All right. So as you guys are all kind of taking this in, you also see up on the seawall to the north. You see there's another one of these creatures, and it is standing there by itself, and it's holding aloft some sort of strange idol. I should also mention that these creatures that are coming towards you, their lips are like flapping, and there's no sound coming from them whatsoever as they make their way towards you. They're not speaking, there's no guttural, no roaring, they're just dead silent as they rape everything that kind of comes through their general vicinity. And with that, we are going to end for tonight.
No.
All right, next week we will start with the chaos.
Killing some amphibians.
Was Den able to climb? I'm not even sure.
Yeah, you're up on the monolith. In fact, let's do this before we clear out the night. Den, why don't you make a wisdom check as you climb up? Climb up there. You can see, without the wisdom check, you can see there are probably at least 40 or 50 pockets of these little these glowing creatures throughout the mass of people. Wow, that is a really good roll. And way out past the wall, for the first time you can actually really get a vision of like what's out there. It looks like this whole area was the city itself was probably built within the site of a massive crater. There are these gigantic obvious peaks around that are even taller than the city itself, and that kind of contains the lake and the city, and it looks like the seawall was built, and there is a lake just on the other side of the seawall, obviously, but there's no streams that feed into the lake, there's no rivers leaving the lake. It's just this massive body of water that's kind of standalone, and you can see these from where you are. It looks like glowing lights kind of within the lake itself under the water, and they're moving towards the seawall. You can see that some of them are coming up out of the wall, and you see more of these creatures that are making up the glowing lights. But then you see something else. You see this massive, for lack of a better word, just creature in the middle of the lake that has breached the lake itself. And to say that it is immense is an understatement. It is the biggest creature you have ever seen and ever imagined could possibly exist. You had heard tales of dragons and how big those could be, and you estimate this probably dwarfs the biggest of any dragon that probably any man has ever seen. It just looks like this gigantic reptilian creature that is emerging from the lake and making its way towards the city.
And everybody hears from up on top of the monolith. Oh my god, it's Godzilla!
Yeah. Massive kaiju is approaching the city, and with that, we are going to end for the night.
Back in Turtleback Hollow, or whatever it was.
Yeah. Turtleback Ferry.
Wiping out the city.
Yeah, this is much bigger than that. For those of you that are having Christmas. You celebrate Christmas. Happy Christmas. Happy holidays. All that nonsense. And I will see you guys next week.
Next week.
Yes,
Have a good
I'll
one,
get up
guys.
with you a little early or whatever, whenever you want. I'm off all next week, so
Absolutely. I have 4 days off starting on Friday, and then next week I have another 4 days off. So I got a lot of time off coming up. So we'll be in touch for sure.
yeah.
All right, guys.
I work Friday, but any time after that, just hit me
Next
up.
week, I'm killing me a solar.
Sounds great. All right. Have a great night, guys.
You too.
All right, see you later.
Night.
Night.